It's time for North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
1 ball and no strikes, 1-0. That one is grounded and stopped by Mcmahon. Throwing to second is in time. They'll throw it back to first. It's a 3-6-3 double play. And that will be it for the Sodbusters here in the bottom of the third.
Now let's send it to the voice of the Plainsmen, John Willis, for today's game.
Well, good afternoon, and welcome to Billwood Field here in North Platte, Nebraska for the first of three and the final three at home this season for the North Platte Plainsmen. They take on the Nebraska Prospects. Well, hello and welcome into our Pepsi pregame show. Voice of the Plainsmen, John Willis, with you as we get you ready for first pitch between the Prospects and the Plainsmen. These two teams were supposed to square off in Game 1 last night, but that game, due to field conditions, was canceled. That game will be made up part of a doubleheader tomorrow in the final home games for the Plainsmen here in the regular season. But for the Plainsmen, they are still fighting to get to host a with only 5 games left in the regular season. The Fremont Moo will take on the Western Nebraska Pioneers here in about an hour. They lost Game 1 of that series, so the Plainsmen trying to catch up here in the final couple games of the regular season and clinch a second-half playoff spot. For the Nebraska Prospects, they've lost a lot. They're 15-16 on the year, 5-7 in the second half, and they have lost 4 straight. They've lost a couple of their key components, and they as well have 5 games left in the regular season. Well, coming up on our pregame show, it's my postgame conversation from Monday's game, a 5-0 loss to Hastings with head coach J.M. Kelly, as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, are looking for host families for our players, coaches, and interns this summer. Players just need a safe place to come home to and will be on the road half of the season. Players will be in your home for about 35 days during the summer. Host families get free season tickets and discounts on swag and ballpark food, as well as private get-togethers at the ballpark and all the love from the Plainsmen. To find out how to host a North Platte Plainsman ball player, intern, or coach, call us at 252-1445 or visit northplatteplainsman.com for more information.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there.
Life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball tonight on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel as the Plainsmen open up their final home series of the season against the Nebraska Prospects. I was able to talk with head coach J.M. Kelly after the tough 5-0 loss for the Plainsmen to close out the series with the Sodbusters, and here were his thoughts.
Just a rough day at the plate for us. Lost a couple of our spark plug type guys at the plate, and we'll just have to play with the lineup now a little bit, try to turn some guys around and move some guys and see what we need to do in order to get this thing rolling again. But at the same time, it is what it is. We've got a lot bigger things out in front of us than a loss tonight. We still have a lot to play for. We win the series, come here on the road, sweep them, and then win the series the second time. So, nothing but good things to say about these guys here. They do things the right way. But again, like I said, we've got a lot ahead of us right now. We still, we made it a little bit more difficult on ourselves with Fremont winning 2 today and us losing the 1. So I think that puts us 3 back now in the second half and then 1 game overall. So again, it's a tough road ahead, but it's a doable road, and we've got to continue to fight all the way till the end.
What about Blake Priest? What can you talk about the start he gave? He went 7 innings for you here tonight, his longest outing of the year, 4 runs on 6 hits with 5 strikeouts. Just what can you say about what he was able to do on the mound here tonight? It's
a shame, for him to do that and us get the loss. You go back to it, and everybody's in this same boat, but we've got all our guys in the middle of this year, and then you throw Blake Priest in there as a starter, along with Robbie and Five Ash and Perk and Leon and our offense, and there's no question about it who the best team in the league is. And it's unfortunate that, that these guys have got to go home and can't finish out the season with us. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, these guys have families, and they want to get home and see them before they have to go back to school, and we all understand that. So really, really great job by Blake. We'll have him for one more start. He'll finish out the summer with us. But really proud of him and the way that he's matured and grown throughout the summer as a pitcher and again as a person. Just the same way Peyton has. So, really excited to see his growth and see what he's able to do next fall in a pretty big year for him recruitment-wise. So, nothing but great things to say about the kid, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
So you guys get an off day tomorrow before the final stretch of the season, 5 games, 3 at home, and then 2 out with Gem City. How do you want to see your guys take your off day, and then what's going to be the key for you guys to finish out the regular season?
The big get-together tomorrow with host families and everything, and our guys need to get out there and do a little mingling, mitt-flopping, some talking with host families, and we've got to do a good job of making sure that they understand we appreciate them and everything that they've done for us this year. Those first years are always tough when you start an organization like this, but we were really fortunate to have a good set of host families this year, and a lot of them had our back, and were able to kind of get guys in as others were leaving. So really helpful to have people like that and have a community like that. So we'll go out tomorrow and we'll hang out and enjoy that time we get to spend with them and show our appreciation for them. And then we'll get right back at it on the 26th. Prospects are coming in. Don't know what they're going to be like. Don't know what guys they'll have with them. But it's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. These last 5 games. I think right now we're not going to lose anybody else. So we should be able to finish this thing out pretty strong with what we've got, and we'll make a go at it and see what happens.
Big thanks to Coach Kelly for talking to me after last night's game. Coming up, I'll rejoin you from Billwood Field. Get your starting lineups and first pitch as we bring you Game 1 between the Prospects and the Plainsmen. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer.
Plainsmen Baseball tonight on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel as we get you ready for first pitch here in Game 1 of the final home series for the Plainsmen between the Prospects. The Plainsmen lead the starting lineups first for the Nebraska Prospects. Matt Getzman will lead off. He's in center field. Cade Lynham, he'll be batting second in left field. Nolan Brown, he'll be batting third at shortstop. Batting fourth, it'll be the designated hitter Joel Bennis. Batting fifth, it'll be the first baseman Ryan David. J.D. DePrima, he'll be batting sixth and catching. Batting seventh, it'll be Trey Mungan, the second baseman. Gage Allen, he'll be batting eighth at third base. And then Cam Matson will round out the starting 9. He is in right field. In the start on the hill will be Dane Tomen, the 6'1" right-hander from Bellevue, Nebraska. 2-1 record for him so far on the year. We'll step aside, get you the national anthem. When we come back, we'll introduce the starters for the Plainsmen and get your first pitch as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Here at Birdwood Beef, we are...
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will...
Just about ready for first pitch here between the Plainsmen and the Prospects. Well, we met the starting lineup for the Prospects. Let's take a starting look at the starting lineup for the Plainsmen. A couple new faces that just joined us on the road trip or making their first starts here tonight. Cade Wood will be leading off and playing shortstop. Jalen Ruffin's batting second. He'll be in center field. A.J. Loston, he'll bat third. He's at third base. Sage McMahon, he'll be batting cleanup at first. Braden Hendricks, he makes the start in right field and batting fifth. Dylan Welsh gets his first start for the Plainsmen this season. He did have a pinch hitting appearance back on July 24th. He'll be doing the catching duties. Miles Proctor, he'll be batting sixth in left field. Adam DeBoer will make his first start with the Plainsmen. He'll be batting eighth at second base. And then Jake McCool will round out the starting nine. He'll be batting ninth and DHing. Starting pitcher is Bryce Butterfield. Getting his warm-up pitches in right now. The 6-foot right-hander from North Platte, Nebraska, plays his college ball at Western Tech. 2-1 record for Butterfield, a 3.37 ERA, 5 starts, 10 total appearances, 29 and a third innings pitched, 15 runs, 11 of them earned, 37 hits, 25 strikeouts, and 11 walks. His last start was his best, July 18th against the Canyon County Spuds. He went 6 2/3, 1 run, but it wasn't earned, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He had a no decision in that 2-1 win for the Plainsmen. Let's look at how the Plainsmen line up defensively. Miles Proctor, he will be out in left field. Jalen Ruffin is in center with Braden Hendricks in right field. A.J. Loston, he stands at third with Cade Wood at short. Adam DeBoer, he will be at second. Sage McMahon at first. And then behind the plate, again getting his first catching start, will be Dylan Welsh. So again, for these two teams, matching up for the fourth time this season, the Prospects are actually 2-1 against the Plainsmen back in that 3-game series starting back on July 15th. Matt Getzman will lead things off here for the Prospects in the top of the first, facing Bryce Butterfield out of first. As Butterfield looks on to Getzman to lead off this top of the first. Butterfield comes set, first pitch on its way. It'll be 4 degrees here in North Platte. Pretty much no winds coming out of the southeast, so blowing right to left. 7 miles per hour, feels like 88 with humidity at 44%. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will start to Matt Getzman. Played his college ball with Southeast Community College this last year. He'll be with UNO as that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone on an off-speed. No balls and 2 strikes. The count from Butterfield to Getzman. For the Plainsmen, they're in their home whites. Green lettering, black outline with the green caps and the Plainsman logo as the 0-2 pitch from Bryce Butterfield. 0-2, that one is going to be grounded and foul on the third base line, so count will stay 0-2. For the Prospects, they are in their road blacks with blue lettering, white outline, white pants. The black caps with the blue trim. Prospects logo on the front. For the umpires, Jason Seitz, he'll be calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. With Tim Stroman, he will be in the field. As 0-2, the count to Matt Getzman, who's batting .303 this season. 1 home run, 15 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch from Butterfield. 0-2, that one is going to be popped up on the infield. Adam DeBoer, the second baseman, will call for it. Trying to track it down, he does. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the first. So this will bring up Cade Lynham, twin brother of Colin Lynham, who is not in the starting lineup tonight, but is available if need be. Cade Lynham, the left-hander at Wayne State, he's 5 for 15 against the Plainsmen. He sends a liner into center. It'll be down for a base hit on the first pitch he sees. So it's the first base runner for the Prospects here in the top of the first. So Cade Lynham on with a 1-out single, as this will now bring up Nolan Brown, the right-hander on Stephen F. Austin. Again, a majority of these players the Plainsmen have seen this season back in that 3-game series starting on July 15th. Matt Getzman, the leadoff man, was not one of them. They'll also see Joel Bennis and Ryan David, who they did not see in that first series. First pitch to Nolan Brown. A slider will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Bryce Butterfield to Nolan Brown. Again, for Butterfield, this is his 6th start of the season, coming off his longest start of the year. 6 2/3 against the Canyon County Spuds. Again, that was a 2-1 thrilling win for the Plainsmen back on the 18th. 1 ball and no strikes. Butterfield kicks and deals the 1-0. 1-0, that one is popped up on the infield. Sage McMahon, the first baseman, right near the base, will make the catch. And 2 gone now here in the top of the first. Again, for the Plainsmen, this is the first of the last 3 games at Billwood Field in the regular season. Plainsmen hoping they will be hosting a divisional round playoff game on July 31st, but they have got to keep winning, and the Fremont Moo need to continue to lose, as they lost their first game in a while last night. In steps Joel Bennis, the right-hander out of Cloud County Community College, with 2 gone and Cade Lynham standing at first. Butterfield looks on, first pitch on its way. That one is going to be lined into left field. Miles Proctor will chase after it. He will make the catch in foul territory, and that'll be it for the Prospects in the top of the first. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They end up leaving 1 on base. We'll head to the bottom of the first. 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be Wood, Ruffin, and Loston. After half an inning, no score between North Platte and the Nebraska Prospects. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's.
Bottom of the first, no score between the Plainsmen and the Prospects. Let's meet the starting pitcher for the Nebraska Prospects. It's Dane Tomen, the 6'1 right-hander from Bellevue, Nebraska. He plays his college ball with South Dakota State. 2-1 record, a 7.17 ERA. He has 7 appearances, 4 of them starts, 1 complete game. It was a 7-inning contest back June 8th against Gem City. 21 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 20 runs, 17 of them earned, 30 hits, 32 Ks compared to 16 walks. His last appearance was July 24th against the Fremont Moo. Went an inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Again, his longest outing was June 8th against the Gem City Bison. 7 innings, 5 runs on 8 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Defensively wise, Cade Lynham will be in left. Getzman is in center with Cam Madsen in right. Gage Allen's at third with Nolan Brown at short. Trey Mungan's at second, David at first, and DePrima will be calling the signs behind the plate. Cade Wood, the right-hander out of Ranger Junior College, will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the first. First pitch fastball misses up to Wood, and we are underway here in the bottom of the first. 1 ball and no strikes to start out. Dane Tomen to Cade Wood. Wood, who was good against the Prospects, 4 for 4 the first game he played, and he had another double in the next game he played as he lines one right field side foul territory. It'll go foul. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. For Cade Wood, he's 5 for 10 against the Prospects with 3 doubles and 3 RBIs in that thrilling extra inning win with the Plainsmen down 9-7. He had a 2 RBI double that tied up the game in the bottom of the 10th. Plainsmen would end up winning on a walk-off hit by pitch 10-9. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomen kicks and deals to Wood. 1-1 fastball will miss, little in. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. For the Plainsmen, only 4 of the 9 players in this starting lineup were with the Plainsmen back in that series against the Prospects that started July 15th, less than half a month ago. So it's now swung on and missed, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a very different Plainsman team that the Prospects saw last time around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tomen kicks and deals to Wood. 2-2, line sharply, right field. That one is going to get down fair on the right field line. And it's a leadoff single for Cade Wood here in the bottom of the first. So leadoff single for the Plainsmen here on 5 pitches for Cade Wood, as this will now bring up Jalen Ruffin, the right-hander out of Northeastern Junior College, local to the area from North Platte. Jalen Ruffin stands in after the leadoff single by Cade Wood. First pitch to Ruff. That fastball is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Dane Tomen to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin against the Prospects, 2 for 12. With 2 RBIs on the year, he's batting .216 with 10 RBIs. 2 doubles. Fastball misses away. Count will even out 1-1. For Ruffin, 11 stolen bases as well. Cade Wood also a threat to steal. He's stolen 8 bases. Plainsman, one of the league leaders in stolen bases this season, as Cade Wood will take off as that off-speed misses inside. Throw is on the money from DePrima. Cade Wood is caught stealing for the first out here in the bottom of the first. As that pitch missed inside, it's now 2 balls and 1 strike as Cade Wood now caught stealing for the 7th time this season. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jalen Ruffin now with the bases empty. 1 gone. He fouls that one back. Count is now 2-2. So things look promising to lead off the bottom of the first with the leadoff single, but Cade Wood on a 1-1 pitch is caught stealing. And now 1 gone. The base is empty for the Plainsmen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Tomen. 2-2 will skip in the dirt. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes from Tomen to Ruffin. Ruffin, the 2-hitter. He's getting the start in center field defensively for the Plainsmen here tonight. Again, every game for the Plainsmen now feels like a must-win if they want to grab that second half playoff spot. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the payoff pitch by Tomen. 3-2, line sharply foul on the left field side. So count will remain full from Tomen to Ruffin. 2 straight batters now for Tomen, where he's gone 5+ pitches. 5 or more. He had 5 pitches to Wood, and now this is the 7th pitch from Tomen to Ruffin. Looks on, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here is the full count pitch from Tomen. 3-2, will miss away. So it's a full count walk. Plainsmen have their second base runner now here in the bottom of the first. So now bring up A.J. Loston. Loston, the left-hander, will be playing his college ball at St. John's. Stands in after the full count 1-out walk by Jalen Ruffin. A.J. Loston, who's batting 3 for 12 against the Prospects. Scored 4 runs, struck out 3 times against this team back in the first series in mid-July. First pitch fastball misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to A.J. Loston. Loston on the season in 13 games now is batting .289. 4 RBIs. He has scored 13 runs so far this year for North Platte. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Loston. That one is fouled back. Count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So now Loston and Mcmahon due up here in the bottom of the first. After the leadoff single by Wood, but he was caught stealing on a brilliant throw by J.D. DePrima behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch from Tomen. 1-1, that will miss high, a little out, so count now 2 balls and 1 strike to A.J. Loston. So 2-1 to start out this at-bat with 1 gone. Jalen Ruffin standing on first. Both teams equal with hits so far in this one. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch from Tomen. 2-1, that one is going to be lifted into shallow center. Coming under it and making the catch is the shortstop, Nolan Brown. And now 2 gone in the bottom of the first. So fly out to short by Loston, and this will now bring up Sage Mcmahon. Sage Mcmahon stands in with 2 gone. And runner on first. Mcmahon, the 6'6 left-hander from Wilsaw, Montana, plays his college ball at Missouri Baptist. He stands in with 2 gone. Trying to get something going for the Plainsmen here offensively. Mcmahon batting .229. 2 doubles, a triple, 5 RBIs for Mcmahon. He looks at a first pitch fastball up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Sage Mcmahon. Mcmahon played in one game against the Prospects back in that series. It was game 1. He was 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout in that game. 1 ball and no strikes. Tomen looks on. The 1-0 pitch to Mcmahon. 1-0 off speed will miss out. So count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 to start out to the lefty, Mcmahon. Second lefty that Tomen has seen here in the bottom of the first. He's seen 2 righties and now 2 lefties. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. 2-0 fastball misses high, so count is now 3 balls and no strikes. From Tomen to Mcmahon, righty to lefty with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. No score between North Platte and the Nebraska Prospects. 3 balls, no strikes. Tomen comes set. Here's the 3-0 pitch. 3-0 off speed will catch the top part of the strike zone. It's the first strike of the at-bat. Count is now 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike from Tomen to Mcmahon. Mcmahon trying to get some offense going here in the bottom of the first. The Plainsmen, a team that was held scoreless back on Sunday. That one is called a strike on the outer half of the plate. Stealing second is Jalen Ruffin. It's his now 11th stolen base of the season, and now the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. 3-2 will miss low and away. It's another full count walk. And now runners at first and second for Braden Hendricks. So Braden Hendricks stands in with 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Hendricks, the right-handed batter, left-handed thrower in the field. Batting 303 games with 3 singles. He's 3 for 10 in his 3 games so far for North Platte. First pitch to him, fastball misses up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Braden Hendricks. Tomen has now walked 2 batters on full counts here in the bottom of the first. As Tomen looks on, Mcmahon stands at first with Ruffin at second, and 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Tomen comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Hendricks. 1-0, that fastball misses up. Dropped by the catcher to Prima, but not enough for Ruffin or Mcmahon to make an advance. So 2 balls and no strikes. The count will begin to Braden Hendricks. Hendricks, the younger brother of Brock Hendricks, a left-handed pitcher on the Plainsmen roster. 2 balls, no strikes. Tomen comes set, the 2-0 to Braden Hendricks. 2-0 fastball misses up. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Now 2 straight batters where he has gotten behind 3-0. Now here's the 3-0 to Hendricks. 3-0. So Miles Proctor stands in with 2 gone, and the base is loaded after 2 straight walks. Proctor, the right-hander out of Long Island University, stands in with 2 gone and the base loaded. First pitch to him. That one will catch the inner half of the plate. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Miles Proctor. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Tomen. Proctor sends a liner to short. They will get the easy out at second, and they will get out of the bases loaded jam on a fielder's choice here in the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Plainsmen will end up leaving 3 on base. We'll head to the top of the second. Due up for the Prospects, it'll be David DePrima and Mungan. After 1 complete, no score. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball, the Plainsmen Radio Network, and our YouTube channel.
Things for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country. Adventure to great places.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you.
Ooh, vasectomy gone wrong.
We're through one complete. John Willis back with you from Billwood Field. The final home series for the Plainsmen this season, game one of that final series. First pitch from Bryce Butterfield to Ryan David is grounded to short. Cade Wood is on it. Long throw to first. It's high, but Mcmahon is able to tag the bag. One pitch, one out to start out the top of the second. So a quick out number one as Ryan David, the right-hander out of Southeast Community College, grounds out to the shortstop Wood. J.D. DePrima stands in, the left-hander out of Des Moines Area Community College. 1 for 5 he is against the Plainsmen with 3 strikeouts. First pitch will just miss out from Butterfield. 1 ball and no strikes for Butterfield. Was efficient in the first inning, only threw 8 pitches. Did give up 1 single, but got weak contact out of the rest of the batters he saw. 1 ball, no strikes. That one is fouled off. So Connell even out 1-1. It was a different story for Dane Tomen in the bottom of the first. He threw 28 pitches, walked 3, gave up a hit, but was able to get out of the jam in the bottom of the first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Butterfield will kick and deal the 1-1 pitch. 1-1. That one will skip in front of the plate. So Cal will go 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, J.D. DePrima, left-hander, leading things off for the Prospects here in the top of the second. Still no score between North Platte and the Prospects. 2 balls and 1 strike. Butterfield kicks and deals the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 off speed will catch the outer half of the plate, so Cal even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. DePrima trying to get something going after the quick out number 1 on the ground out to short by David. Butterfield kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 curveball won't curve low enough as it'll miss high, so Cal will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. DePrima on the year is batting .227, a double, a home run, 5 RBIs. He has scored 10 runs. Payoff pitch by Butterfield. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Bryce Butterfield. And quickly 2 gone here in the top of the second. So with 2 gone, and the base is empty for the Nebraska Prospects, this will bring up Trey Mungan, the right-hander out of Des Moines Area Community College. Mungan on the season batting .247, double, a triple, 6 RBIs. He has scored 10 runs, but he struck out 24 times. He sends a grounder to third. Loston is on it. Throw on to first will be in time. And the Prospects go 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. Due up in the bottom of the order, or in the bottom of the second for the Plainsmen. It will be bottom of the order with Welsh, DeBoer, and McCool. After 1.5, still no score between the Plainsmen and the Prospects. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Or $365,000 a year. Or $3,650,000 a decade. Or, who knows, it all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Joe Bob Sugarmaker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne so you can smell like a cowboy and not the horse you rode in on. KJ's Boots and Western Wear. Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country. And
as the Plainsmen will have 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the bottom of the second after forcing Dane Tomen to throw 28 pitches in the bottom of the first. Dylan Welsh, the left-handed batter, right-handed thrower out of Kearney High School, He will lead things off, getting his first start of the season. He looks at a first pitch strike from Dane Tomen, no balls and one strike. He is signed to play with Doane. He was part of the Kearney High Bearcats state tournament team back in the spring. As he looks at an 0-1 pitch. 0-1, that'll miss out, so count even out 1-1. He batted .275 with 6 doubles and 14 RBIs in the spring with the Kearney High Bearcats. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomen will kick and deal the 1-1 to Welsh. 1-1, curveball will miss low. 2 balls and 1 strike, now the count. For Dylan Welsh, he was over 2 in his pinch hitting debut back on July 24th, one of which included a strikeout, but getting his first start here tonight with the Plainsmen. 2-1, swung on and missed, so count even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 to start out Dane Tomen to Dylan Welsh here in the bottom of the second, with Adam DeBoer also making his first Plainsman start. He's on deck. 2-2, that one will miss just a little low and outside. So count now full from Dane Tomen to Dylan Welsh. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coming set is Tomen, and here is the payoff pitch. 3-2 is going to be swung on and missed. It's the first strikeout for Dane Tomen of his night. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the bottom of the first. So this will bring up Adam DeBoer making his Plainsman debut, the 6-foot right-hander from Beatrice, Nebraska. He will play his college ball with Southeast Junior College, making his Plainsman debut here tonight at second base in the 8th spot. First pitch from Dane Tomen to Adam DeBoer. Fastball will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin. For DeBoer, played 18 games in his senior year spring with Beatrice High School. He batted .315 with 2 home runs, 6 doubles, a triple, 17 RBIs. He also scored 16 runs for the Orangemen this spring. 2 straight pitches misses high. So 2 balls and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Adam DeBoer. DeBoer batting 8th. He's at second base defensively. Looks at a 2-0 pitch from Dane Tomen. Tomen kicks and deals. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. That'll catch the bottom part of the strike zone. First strike of the at-bat. Count is now 2-1. So a couple new faces to this Plainsman lineup here tonight, as the Plainsmen have lost some guys, gained some guys here in this past week, as the 2-1 will miss well in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Plainsmen lost Connor Flagg and Griffin Myers after the weekend in Hastings, a weekend where the Plainsmen went 2-1, won games 1 and 2, and fell in game 3 5-0. 3-1 pitch to DeBoer. 3-1 fastball will miss up. It's a walk. Now the 4th walk already for Dane Tomen. Tomen, who has a good strikeout to walk ratio, 32-16, just hasn't seemed to have his usual command so far here tonight. Jake McCool will make his first home start with the Plainsmen here tonight. The right-hander out of Enid, Oklahoma. First pitch to him. It's going to be swung on and fouled after the catcher's mask of DePrima. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin to Jake McCool. Again, McCool so far batting .091 in 3 games. He has 1 double. His first at-bat as a Plainsman back in that 10-4 victory for the Plainsmen on the 22nd against Hastings. He had a sacrifice fly. Off-speed catches the inner half of the plate. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 to start out Dane Tomen to Jake McCool, with Adam DeBoer leading away from first. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 will skip low and inside. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So for Jake McCool, got his first start on the road in Hastings, and now getting his first start here at Billwood Field in the final home series of the year for North Platte. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Tomen. That one will miss low, so count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Tomen continues to work his pitch count up, as he has now thrown already 15 pitches here in the second after throwing 28 pitches in the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming set is Tomen. The 2-2 pitch on its way. 2-2, that'll miss low, so count now goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tomen was ahead in this count 0-2, but 3 straight balls have worked McCool back into it. Again, 4 walks already for Dane Tomen, only through an inning and a third. Tomen comes set, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. That'll be spoiled off by McCool, so count will stay full. From Tomen to McCool. McCool, the 9-hitter. He is doing the DHing duty for the Plainsmen here tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Second straight payoff pitch on its way as DeBoer will take off for second, but it doesn't matter as it skips low. It'll be another walk. And now runners at first and second with only 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. It's now 5 walks for Dane Tomen so far in this one, as this will now bring up back to the top of the order with Cade Wood, who singled down the right field line in his first appearance in the bottom of the first. Right-hander out of Ranger Junior College stands in after 2 straight walks to DeBoer and McCool. First pitch to Wood is going to be fouled back. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Cade Wood. Wood trying to put the Plainsmen up here in the bottom of the second with a runner in scoring position, only 1 gone as Tomen comes set, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Wood. 0-1, that off speed will miss just in. Kind of leaving out 1-1. That one just was not called a strike. That was on the inner half of the plate again. Jason Seitz is behind the plate with Tim Stroman in the field umpiring-wise tonight in this battle between the Plainsmen and the Prospects. 1-1 on its way to Wood. 1-1 fastball will miss up. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, command just doesn't seem to be there so far for Tomen. Tomen, again, who has a 2-to-1 when you factor it down, strikeout to walk ratio, but so far tonight, 1-5 strikeout to walk ratio. 2-1 fastball will miss up. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Tomen trying to avoid walking 3 straight batters and putting the bases loaded for Jalen Ruffin. Tomen looks on. Runners at first and second. 1 gone in the bottom of the second. Tomen comes set. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. That one is going to be grounded and through into left field. It gets past the diving glove of Allen at third. Rounding third and scoring is Adam DeBoer. And the Plainsmen take the lead here in the bottom of the second off the RBI single by Cade Wood. Cade Wood is now 2 for 2 here so far tonight with 2 singles. He knocks in the first run of this game as he scores Adam DeBoer. Plainsmen take the lead. So McCool now stands at second with Wood at first and Ruffin coming up for his second plate appearances. First pitch will miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, who walked and stole a base in his first appearance in the bottom of the first. Plainsmen now lead this one 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 pitch to Ruffin. Fastball will miss up. 2 balls and no strikes now the count. To start out Dane Tomen to Jalen Ruffin. So Tomen continues to work up his pitch count here in the bottom of the second. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch to Ruff. 2-0. That one is going to be lifted. Shallow left. Coming under it and making the catch is Cade Lynham. And now 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. So Ruffin flies out to left field. And with 2 gone and 2 on, this will bring up A.J. Loston. Loston, the left-hander, is 0 for 1. He flew out to short in his first appearance back in the first. So Dane Tomen looks on to A.J. Loston with 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Tomen comes set, ready for the first pitch to Loston. First pitch on its way. One will just miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start. It was a nice frame by DePrima behind the plate. Couldn't get the call. So count will start at 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Dane Tomen comes set. Loston at first with McCool at second. 1-0 fastball will miss up. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Plainsmen left the bases loaded back in the first, all on walks. The only hit for the Plainsmen here in the second was the RBI single by Cade Wood, who has both of the Plainsmen's 2 hits so far in this one. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Loston. That one is a strike, so count will now move to 2-1. Looking on and coming set is Dane Tomen. Count is at 2-1 with runners at first and second. 2 gone in the bottom of the second. 2-1. That one will miss up as well. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 from Tomen to Loston. Cade Wood stands at first with Jake McCool at second. Wood with the RBI single to score Adam DeBoer. Plainsmen up 1-0. 3-1 fastball. That'll miss just up. It's another walk for Dane Tomen, and now the bases will be loaded.
Now batting for the Plainsmen from Missouri Baptist, the
So we'll get a mound visit here as J.D. DePrima, the catcher, will just go out and talk with his pitcher, Dane Tomen, as Sage McMahon, the 6'6 left-hander, stands in with 2 gone and the bases loaded. McMahon walked in his first appearance as DePrima and Tomen have a chat on the mound, trying to figure things out here in the bottom of the second, as it's the second straight inning where the Plainsmen have the bases loaded. Prospects were able to force the Plainsmen to leave the bases loaded back in the first, and we'll try to do the same here in the second. So the mound meeting between Tomen and DePrima has ended, and Tomen now looks on to Sage McMahon with the bases juiced. First pitch on its way. First pitch and off speed is a strike. No balls and 1 strike as the Prospects already sending out a pitcher to work out in their bullpen. So no balls and 1 strike. Tomen trying to get out of the inning with only allowing 1 run. 0-1 pitch to McMahon. 0-1, that'll miss up and away. So count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 to start out Dane Tomen to Sage McMahon. Righty to lefty with 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch to McMahon. 1-1 off speed, that's a strike. And count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Tomen looks on, shakes off a pitch. Now he comes set with the one he wants. Steps back, he now kicks and deals the 1-2. 1-2, skied up, fouling out of play. So count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. So count is 1-2. With 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomen kicks and deals. 1-2 off speed. That one will just miss out. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 to the tall lefty. Kicking and dealing is Tomen. 2-2 fouled back into the catcher's mitt of DePrima. And that will be it as the Plainsmen will leave the bases loaded for the second straight inning. But they do get 1 run. They take the lead. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They end up leaving 3 on base. We will head to the top of the third. 2 up for the Prospects. It'll be Allen, Madsen, and Getzman. After 2 complete, North Platte leads this one 1-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hello, I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company.
Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte. Order online at Domino's.com or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's, oh yes we did.
We are through 2 complete, ready for the top of the third. Plainsmen leading this one 1-0 after they took the lead in the bottom of the second off the RBI single by Cade Wood. Gage Allen fouls off the first pitch he sees. He now fouls off another one on the third base side. So count will start out 0 balls and 2 strikes from Bryce Butterfield to Gage Allen. Allen, the right-hander out of Ventura Community College, he's 3 for 9 against the Plainsmen back in that series that started on July 15th with 3 singles and 3 strikeouts. 0-2 the pitch from Butterfield. 0-2 fastball will miss up. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's been an efficient start for Bryce Butterfield. 16 pitches through 2 innings. He's now only up to 19. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Butterfield. 1-2, skied up, foul territory over near the Prospects dugout. Welsh, the catcher, will watch it bounce off the top of the dugout, so count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Gage Allen, the leadoff man, the 8 hitter here in the top of the 3rd for the Nebraska Prospects, a team trailing 1-0 now here in the top of the 3rd. Gage Allen on the season is batting .227 with a double, 5 RBIs and 27 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch to Allen. 1-2, that one will miss up, so count will now move 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 to start out Bryce Butterfield to Gage Allen here in the top of the 3rd with the Plainsmen up 1-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Butterfield. 2-2, that one will miss low and away, so count will now work full 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Allen has been able to lay off a couple straight pitches after going behind 1-2. Now has worked the count back full. Here's the payoff pitch by Butterfield. That one is skied up right field. Braden Hendricks chasing after it. He will make the catch. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the 3rd. So Gage Allen flies out to right field to lead off this top of the 3rd. This will now bring up Cam Madsen. Madsen, the 9-hitter who's in right field defensively. Madsen, the right-hander out of Wayne State. Stands in with 1 gone and the base is empty for the Prospects here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch from Butterfield. Swung on, lined left center, and it'll get down. In front of Proctor, Cam Madsen will put the brakes on at first. Second base hit of the game for the Prospects. It's the second time where they get a base hit 1 pitch after a leadoff out. Back to the top of the order with Matt Getzman. Getzman is 0 for 1 with a flyout to second base in his first appearance to lead off the top of the 1st. The right-hander stands in with 1 gone, and now Cam Madsen standing at first. Only the second hit of the game for the Prospects, but they are now equal in hits with North Platte. Butterfield comes set, ready for the first pitch to Matt Getzman. First pitch on its way. Nice curveball. That one will find the strike zone. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Bryce Butterfield to Matt Getzman. Already the most pitches that Butterfield has thrown now in an inning. He's thrown 9 here in the 3rd, through 8 in the 1st and the 2nd. 0-1, that one will miss high and in. Count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryce Butterfield to Matt Getzman. Butterfield comes set, 1-1 the count. Cam Madsen leading away from first, the 1-1 pitch. That one will miss up as well. So count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So count starts 2-1 from Butterfield to Getzman. Getzman again at the top of the order. Was with Southeast Community College last year. He'll be with UNO this upcoming year. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Butterfield. 2-1. That one will curve just low. So count now moves to 3-1 from Butterfield to Getzman. So 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Cam Madsen leads away from first after his 1 out, 1 pitch single. Butterfield comes set, 3-1 the count. Pitch to Getzman. That'll miss high. Only the first walk of the game for Bryce Butterfield. And now runners at first and second, still only 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. So bring up the left-hander, Cade Lynham. Lynham who's 1 for 1 with a single so far in this one. He singled on the first pitch he saw from Butterfield back in the 1st. Left-hander stands in with 1 gone. Madsen now stands at second with Getzman at first. Butterfield looks on, comes set, ready for the first pitch to Lynham. Lynham pops one up, foul territory, third base side. It'll get out of play. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Bryce Butterfield to Cade Lynham. Lynham, the left-hander out of Wayne State, getting his second cuts of this one here in the top of the 3rd. With the Plainsmen up 1-0 over the Prospects. Butterfield comes set, no balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Lynham. Nice off speed. That's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes now the count from Butterfield to Lynham. So Butterfield ahead here 0-2. Looking for the second out here in the inning. Butterfield comes set, no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on its way. 0-2, that one will not drop far enough. So count will now move to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty to lefty with 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. Butterfield comes set, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to line him. 1-2, that'll miss away, so count will even out now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So he was able to get ahead of Getzman back in that walk, but now he's behind, or he was ahead of Lynham as well, but now 2 straight balls. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Butterfield comes set, 2-2 the count with 1 gone. 2-2 pitch on its way. 2-2, that one will skip in the dirt. Wild pitch, both runners will advance. No throw, and the count is now full. So that takes the way of a conventional double play. So now for the Prospects, an opportunity to answer right back here in the top of the 3rd. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count is full. Butterfield comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. That one will miss. After going ahead 0-2, throws 4 straight balls, and the bases are now loaded with only 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. Get a mound visit here as Eric Sandos, the assistant coach for the Plainsmen, will go out and talk with Butterfield. Again, it was a leadoff fly out here in the 3rd, but then a single and 2 straight walks have the bases loaded here in the top of the 3rd. So Sandos will come out and talk with Welsh, the catcher, and Butterfield on the mound. Still only 1 gone. The bases will be loaded for Nolan Brown. Brown is 0 for 1. He popped out to the first baseman in his first appearance back in the 1st. So mound meeting to try to figure things out here in the top of the 3rd. Again, Plainsmen holding on to a 1-0 lead here in this 3rd inning. So they will meet, figure things out. Sandos will now head back to the dugout, and we will resume action here from Billwood Field. So Butterfield will face Nolan Brown, the right-hander, out of Stephen F. Austin, with the bases juiced and only 1 gone in the top of the 3rd. Brown again 0 for 1, a fly out to first. Corner infielders in. First pitch to Nolan Brown. A grounder to short. Wood will get the out at second. Throwing to first will be in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play, and the Plainsmen will get out of the bases loaded jam here in the 3rd. So, for the Prospects in the top of the 3rd, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They'll end up leaving 2 on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd, due up for North Platte. It'll be Hendricks, Proctor, and Welsh. After 2.5, North Platte leads us 1-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
This is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest, fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95. And if you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is we don't do contracts here. We have a small activation fee and you have a small deactivation fee, and that's it. We don't have contracts here at the Nebraska Athletic Club.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices.
For the bottom of the 3rd, as the Plainsmen were able to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the top half of the 3rd with 1 out, a 6-4-3 double play ended off the scoring threat for the Prospects in the top of the 3rd. Braden Hendricks will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 3rd, with the Plainsmen leading this one 1-0. For Dane Tomen, feels like things could be a lot worse so far, as he has thrown 66 pitches through 2, as he delivers a first pitch ball inside to Braden Hendricks. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin. 6 walks as well through 2 innings on 66 pitches so far for Dane Tomen. But he's only given up 1 run, as the 1-0 will catch the inner half of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count will begin to Braden Hendricks. Hendricks so far has 1 of those 6 walks for the Plainsmen. He walked in his first appearance as he skies one up in the infield. Trey Mungan, the second baseman, will make the catch a couple of feet in front of the second base. And it's a leadoff pop-out here in the bottom of the 3rd. So now it's Miles Proctor. Proctor, the right-hander, out of Long Island University. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short in his first appearance in the bottom of the 1st. First pitch to him on its way. That one will catch the inner half of the plate. Proctor jumped back to try to miss it, but it was called a strike by Jason Seitz. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin. 0-1. Line sharply foul on the right field side. So no balls and 2 strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Miles Proctor. So Tomen doing a good job getting ahead of hitters so far here in the 3rd. So he has the account at 0-2. 0-2 is going to ring up Proctor in the inner half of the plate. 3 straight strikes. It's the 3rd strikeout for Dane Tomen. And quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. So bring up Dylan Welsh. Welsh, the left-hander, again in his first game. First start for Dylan Welsh this season. His 2nd game as he looks at a first pitch miss low from Dane Tomen. 1 ball and no strikes for Dylan Welsh. 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far in this one. He was the victim of the first strikeout for Dane Tomen. That time, that one will catch the bottom part of the strike zone, so count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomen attacking that bottom part of the strike zone so far here in the 3rd. Throws another low pitch on a fastball. It gets Welsh swinging and missing. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Dane Tomen seems much more in command of the strike zone here in the 3rd than he has in the first 2 innings as the 1-2 pitch. 1-2. Swung on and missed. And the Plainsmen will go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 3rd, including 2 straight strikeouts by Dane Tomen. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Due up for the Nebraska Prospects, it'll be Bennis, David, and DePrima. After 3 complete, your Plainsmen lead this one 1-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions.
Back here, ready for the top of the 4th. Plainsmen leading this one 1-0 off the RBI single by Cade Wood back in the 2nd inning. And for the Prospects offensively, they had a big chance back in the 3rd as Joel Bennis will look at a first pitch strike from Bryce Butterfield. I had the base loaded with 1 out, but Nolan Brown on the first pitch he sees, grounds 1 to short. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Plainsmen still lead this one. 0-1 pitch to Bennis, lined sharply. Glove by Wood. A long throw onto first. It'll just not be in time. What a play by Cade Wood over at short. He almost made that. It'll be an infield single for Joel Bennis to lead off the top of the fourth. It was about to be a Sports Center top 10 kind of play. It still was, as he almost was able to get it. But it's the third hit for the Specs so far on this one. Ryan David, the right-hander out of Southeast Community College, will stand in after the leadoff infield single by Joel Bennis. They'll try to pick him off before the first pitch to David. It is an unsuccessful attempt. Ryan David batting .300 on the year with 6 doubles, 8 RBIs, and 20 strikeouts. Off speed is a strike to David. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Bryce Butterfield to Ryan David. David, one of the 3 players in the starting lineup tonight for the Prospects that the Plainsmen did not see in that first series a couple weeks ago. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to David. 0-1 will be fouled off. Back to the screen, so count now 0-2. For Bryce Butterfield, much more efficient start than the likes of Dane Tomen so far. 36 pitches through 3. He's now up to 40 after his first 4 pitches here in the fourth. For Dane Tomen, he's now up to 76 through 4 innings. No balls and 2 strikes. That one will skip in the dirt. So count will now move to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Butterfield to David. David, the 5-hitter, getting his second cuts of this one here in the top of the fourth. With the Prospects down 1-0. Again, Prospects a team that's been sitting around 500 pretty much all year. They're at 15-16 right now, 5-7 in the second half. 1-2 pitch from Butterfield is swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Bryce Butterfield, and the first out is found here in the top of the fourth. So now it'll be J.D. DePrima. DePrima, the left-hander, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Left-hander stands in with 1 gone in the top of the fourth, and Joel Bennis leading away from first. First pitch on its way to Madsen. A fastball will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Bryce Butterfield to J.D. DePrima. DePrima, the 6-hitter, who's doing the catching duties. Again, plays his college ball with Des Moines Area Community College. Both him and Mungan attend that university. 1 ball and no strikes. Butterfield comes set. 1-0 pitch on its way. 1-0 curveball. Drops. And it's in there for a strike, so count now 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 to start out the right-hander Butterfield to lefty J.D. DePrima here in the top of the fourth. Butterfield looks on. Kicks and deals the 1-1. 1-1 fastball misses up. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count from Bryce Butterfield to J.D. DePrima. DePrima, a former West Side Warrior back in high school. Class A team here in Nebraska. 2 balls and 1 strike to DePrima. 2-1 to the left-hander. That one is going to be swung on, chased in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher Welsh. So advancing to second is Bennis. Count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2. Now on to Prima with a runner in scoring position with Bennis at second. Butterfield comes set, 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 off speed will miss outside. Count is now full from Butterfield to DePrima. Butterfield struck out. DePrima on a full count back in the second. He will try to do something similar here in the fourth. So count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Butterfield comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is going to be swung on and missed, and he's done it again. Strikes out DePrima on a full count pitch for the second time here tonight. And 2 straight strikeouts for Butterfield, now 2 gone here in the top of the fourth. With 2 outs, this will bring up Trey Mungan. Mungan, the right-hander, stands in, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third in his first appearance back in the top of the second. Right-hander stands in with Joel Bennis standing at second. Butterfield, first pitch to Mungan. Line sharply. Left center field. Jalen Ruffin coming under it. He'll make the catch. And that'll be it for the Prospects in the top of the fourth. So the leadoff single does nothing as the Prospects will leave a runner on base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They'll end up leaving 1 on base. Well, to the bottom of the fourth, due up for the Plainsmen, it'll be DeBoer, McCool, and Wood. After 3.5, North Platte still leads us 1-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Maple Park
Explosion.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Leading in this one 1-0 as Adam DeBoer will swing and miss at the first pitch by Dane Tomen, and we are underway. Plainsmen leading this 1-0 again. It was the RBI single by Cade Wood. That's been it offensively so far for either team. 0-1 to DeBoer. That one is going to be fouled back to the screen. Count is now 0-2. DeBoer again getting his first start of the season with North Platte. He walked and scored in his first appearance back in the second. He's behind 0-2 to Dane Tomen so far here in the fourth. The 0-2 pitch. 0-2 will miss in, so count will now go to 1-2. Much better inning for Tomen back in the third. Only threw 10 pitches after throwing 28 and 37 in the first and second. And he struck out 2 batters back in the third. 1-2 fastball will miss up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 strikeouts now for Dane Tomen after 6 walks through the first 2 innings. He struck out 2 back in the third to try to even up that strikeout-walk ratio. 2-2 to DeBoer. That one is lifted into right field. Cam Madsen will come under it. He'll make the catch. And the leadoff man is gone here in the bottom of the fourth. And the Plainsmen went 1-2-3 back in the third after having 6 batters up in the first, 7 in the second, as this will bring up Jake McCool. McCool, the right-hander, also walked in his first appearance. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone and the base is empty for the Plainsmen. He skies one up into foul territory. Ryan David, the first baseman, will give it a chase. He will make the catch near the fence, and quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be back to the top of the order for the Plainsmen with Cade Wood. Wood has been hot tonight, 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI. The only RBI for the Plainsmen in this one. He also has the only 2 hits for the Plainsmen in this one. Right-hander stands in with 2 gone and the base is empty for North Platte here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Cade Wood, fastball misses high and in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to Cade Wood. 1 ball, no strikes. Tomen will deal another fastball that misses low. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 to start out Tomen to Wood here in the bottom of the fourth. With the Plainsmen up 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. That one is going to be lined sharply into left field. That one is going to get over the glove of Cade Lynham out in left field. Cade Wood is in with a double. It's his 3rd base hit of the night. And now the Plainsmen have a runner in scoring position for Jalen Ruffin.
Now batting for the Plainsmen, the center fielder from Northeast Junior College, number 1, Jalen Ruffin.
So a double for Cade Wood. It's the 3rd hit of the ball game for North Platte. And now a runner 180 feet away with 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Jalen Ruffin now stands in, who has walked and flown out so far, with Cade Wood standing at second. First pitch to Ruffin. Fastball will miss in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin to Jalen Ruffin. Again, Ruffin flew out to left field in his last appearance on the second. He comes in with Cade Wood standing at second. 1-0 pitch. Off speed will catch the inner bottom corner. Count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Tomen to Ruffin. Tomen comes set, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jalen Ruffin, he lines one into left field. That one is going to get down fair on the left field line. Cade Wood will score from second. Jalen Ruffin is in at second with an RBI double. And the Plainsmen now lead this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. So 2 straight doubles for the Plainsmen here in the inning. And the Plainsmen now lead this one 2-0. So with 2 outs, this will bring up A.J. Loston after 2 straight doubles, all with 2 outs here in the 4th. A.J. Loston stands in with a fly out and a walk so far in this one. First pitch will miss low from Tomen. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Dane Tomen to A.J. Loston. So Plainsmen now lead this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th off the RBI double by Jalen Ruffin. 1-0, that one will miss out away, so count now moves to 2 balls and no strikes. Again, 2 quick outs here in the 4th, but 2 straight doubles have the Plainsmen now up by 2. 2 balls and no strikes, the pitch. 2-0 fastball will catch the inner half of the plate. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Tomen to Loston. 2 gone, Ruffin stands on second. Plainsmen up 2-0. Coming set, kicking and dealing is Tomen. 2-1. That one is going to be lifted up, shallow left field. Coming under it and making the catch will be Cade Lynham. And that'll be it for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 4th. But they score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They'll end up leaving 1 on base. We will head to the top of the 5th. Do it for the Prospects. It'll be Allen, Madsen, and Getzman. After 4 complete, Plainsmen lead this one 2-0. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
This is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's? Oh, yes, we did.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care.
4 complete. John Willis, voice of the Plainsmen, back with you from Billwood Field. The first of the last 3 games here at Billwood Field at home in the regular season this summer. Plainsmen lead this one 2-0 as we resume action here in the top of the 5th. It'll be Allen, Madsen, and Getzman, 8, 9, and 1. Due up for the Prospects here in the top of the 5th. Gage Allen, the leadoff man, the right-hander. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field in his first appearance in the top of the 3rd. Butterfield kicks and deals the first pitch to Allen. That one lined sharply. Cade Wood makes another diving stop. Late throw into first. It will just not be in time. It's another infield single to lead off an inning. Same thing happened back in the 4th. And leadoff man is aboard. Another nice, really nice diving stop by Cade Wood. Just can't quite throw out Allen in time. So bring up Cam Madsen. Madsen getting his second cuts of this one. He is 1 for 1 with a single so far in this one. Right-hander stands in after the leadoff infield single by Allen. He rips one into left field. That one is going to get down for another base hit. Staying put at second is Allen. 2 pitches, 2 singles. And now 2 on for the Prospects here in the top of the 5th. Prospects now out hitting the Plainsmen 5-4 as out comes head coach J.M. Kelly as we're going to get back to the top of the order. They'll point to the bullpen And it looks like this will be it for Bryce Butterfield. So we'll get a new pitcher when we come back. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arch pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
One thing's for certain. This year, you're going places. And Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from...
Change 2 runs is in North Platte as the Plainsmen will head to the bullpen for another solid start by Bryce Butterfield. He ends up going 4 innings. No runs for now, but the 2 base runners on the base pass are his responsibility. 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no hit batters on 51 pitches. Billy Humphrey, the right-hander out of Beatrice, Nebraska, comes in. He'll be playing his college ball with Butler Junior College. Humphrey on the year, 14 appearances, 1 start. He's pitched 29 1/3, 23 runs, 16 of them earned. He's given up 34 hits, 37 strikeouts, 12 walks. He has a 5-2 record, 1 save, and a 4.9 ERA. His last appearance was one of his more struggling against Canyon County on July 20th, where he went an inning and 2/3, 7 runs, 2 of them were earned, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. But he stands in here in the top of the 5th. A bit of a sketchy spot for the Plainsmen with runners at first and second and only 1 and still nobody out. As the first pitch to Getzman, a fastball, will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes to start out Matt Getzman. Again, singles by Allen and Madsen, both on the first pitches they see so far here in the top of the 5th with the Plainsmen up 2-0. Humphrey comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Getzman, 1-0. That one is going to be driven left center. That ball is going to be caught by Jalen Ruffin at the warning track, who makes a diving catch. Advancing from second to third is Allen. Madsen will stay put at first. What a catch by Jalen Ruffin. Jalen Ruffin has made a couple highlight reel catches. He made one in that 1-0 win for the Plainsmen back on Saturday. As now Cade Lynham will stand in, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. So far in this one, the left-hander stands in after the flyout by Getzman into deep left center. Humphrey comes set with runners at the corners. First pitch to Lynham, fastball will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Billy Humphrey to Cade Lynham. Again, Allen stands at third with Madsen at first. 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Plainsmen up 2-0. Humphrey comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch on its way. 1-0, that'll be fouled back to the screen. So count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, for Butterfield, he ends up going 4 innings, as he does not find an out here in the 5th. Still a really quality start, a chance to give up 0 runs if these 2 base runners stay on the base pass and don't score. 1 ball, 1 strike. Humphrey kicks and deals, is now taking off for second bases. Cam Madsen, no throw will come. So now runners at second and third. That takes away the threat of a conventional double play. 2 balls and 1 strike as that one missed outside as well. So 2-1 from Humphrey to Lynham. Righty to lefty with 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Humphrey comes set, 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Lynham. 2-1 pitch on its way. 2-1, lined left field. Miles Proctor chasing after it. He will make the catch. Tagging from third is Allen. He will score. Staying put at second is Madsen. And now 2 gone. So it's the first run of the ball game as the lead has been cut in half here in the top of the 5th. As Cade Lynham has the sacrifice fly. And now it's 2-1 Plainsmen here in the top of the 5th. Nolan Brown now stands in with Cam Madsen at second. Brown is 0 for 2 with a flyout, and he grounded into a 6-4-3 double play back in the top of the 3rd. Humphrey comes set, ready for the first pitch here to Nolan Brown. Is now taking off for third is Madsen, but that one is fouled off on the first base side. It'll land out of play, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start, and Cam Madsen will have to head back to second. So count just starts 0-1. So Plainsmen now leading 2-1 here in the top of the 5th. Another close game between these two. It was a 4-2 loss for the Plainsmen in Game 1 in the first series. 8-5 Game 2, and then the Plainsmen won Game 3 in extra innings. 10-9. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Brown. 0-1. That'll be fouled back as well to the screen. So count now, no balls and 2 strikes. So Plainsmen trying to get out of the 5th, still in the lead. As Butterfield now ends up giving one run here tonight. A chance for 2 with Madsen at second, but 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. Butterfield looks on, Humphrey looks on, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2, grounded to short. Cade Wood is on it. Throwing to first will be in time. And that'll be it for the Prospects in the top of the 5th. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They will end up leaving 1 on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be Mcmahon, Hendricks, and Proctor. After 4.5, the lead has been cut in half. It's 2-1 Plainsmen. This is North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the marketing and promotions intern for the
North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the marketing and promotions intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is
wide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
We are ready for the bottom of the 5th. Plainsmen leading in this one 2-1. The Prospects were able to cut the lead in half on a sacrifice fly as Sage McMahon swings and misses at a first pitch by Dane Tomen, and we are underway here in the bottom of the 5th. Again, it was a sac fly by Cade Lynham, and the Plainsmen, their lead has been cut in half as the 0-1 will skip low. Count is now 1-1 for Dane Tomen. He can't go too much longer as he's thrown 94 pitches now. Well, the limit is 110. The 1-1 pitch on his way. 1-1 will miss up. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 to start out. Tomen to McMahon. McMahon who's 0 for 1. He walked in the first and struck out in the second. Getting his third cuts of this one here in the bottom of the 5th as he fouls one off. Count now equal at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 to start out this at bat from Tomen to McMahon. Again, Plainsmen leading this one 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomen will just miss a little outside and low. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full, Tomen looks on. Here is the payoff pitch. That one will miss low and away. It's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th. 7th walk now of the game for Dane Tomen compared to 4 strikeouts. Giving up 4 hits as well. Braden Hendricks stands in, the right-hander, who is 0 for 1. He flew out to second in his last appearance in the 3rd. Also walked back in the 1st. He was the leadoff batter in the 3rd inning for the Plainsmen. He looks at a first pitch that misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Dane Tomen to Braden Hendricks. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 100th pitch by Tomen. It's a strike. So count will now even out 1 ball on 1 strike. So now 100 pitches for Dane Tomen here, with 1 runner on in the bottom of the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Hendricks. 1-1. That one will skip low. Gets away from the catcher, DePrima. Mcmahon will advance to second on a wild pitch. And count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So Plainsmen working the base pass, getting a runner in scoring position with still nobody out in the bottom of the 5th for the Plainsmen trying to answer the 1 spot put up by the Prospects in the top of the 5th. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coming set is Tomen. 2-1 to Hendricks on its way. 2-1, that one is going to be grounded. Long throw for the shortstop, Brown. Throw on to first will not be in time. It's an infield single for Braden Hendricks, and now runners at the corners. One was just deep enough, and Hendricks used his speed to put runners at the corners, and now out comes coach for the Prospects, and this will likely be it for Dane Tomen. Take the ball from him. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Stone cologne so you can smell like a cowboy, not the horse you rode in on.
Kitty's boots and western wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you in Scottsbluff County.
The bottom of the 5th as the Prospects have made a pitching change. The night is done for Dane Tomen. He ends up going 4 innings, 2 runs for now, but the 2 runners on the base pass are his responsibility. 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, no hit batters. He did that all on 102 pitches. Joshua Kilzer will take his place. Kilzer, the 6'2 right-hander out of Ralston, Nebraska, will stand in for Joshua Kilzer so far in the year. 10 appearances, 1 start. He's pitched 18 2/3, 12 runs, 9 of them earned. He's given up 21 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 9 walks. He has an 0-1 record, 1 save, and a 4.33 ERA. Pitched against the Plainsmen back on July 16th, where he went 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits. He took the save in that 8-5 victory. 1 strikeout and a walk for Joshua Kilzer in that one. He comes in a tough spot here in the bottom of the 5th as the Plainsmen have runners at the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th as they try to answer after the Prospects were able to score their first run of the game in the top half of the inning. So again, for Dane Tomen, ends up throwing 4 innings, 102 pitches through 4 and some change, as he did face 2 batters here in the 5th. As Kilzer finishes up a couple of his warm-up pitches, he will face Miles Proctor. Proctor, the right-hander out of Long Island University, who's 0 for 2 with a ground-out and a strikeout so far in this one. So the right-hander stands in with nobody out. Sage McMahon stands at third with Braden Hendricks at first. So Proctor stands in after the pitching change for the Prospects. Joshua Kilzer, the second pitcher here tonight for the Prospects, as he comes set ready for the first pitch to Miles Proctor. First pitch on its way. First pitch lined sharply to short. Brown gets the out at second. Throw to first will be in time. a run will score, but ultimately for the Prospects, he will trade in a run for 2 outs. But nonetheless, Plainsmen now lead this one 3-1 as they're able to get one back. But now 2 gone on the 6-4-3 double play. So now with the bases empty, we know the final stat line for Dane Tomen. He ends up going 4 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, no hit batters, and 102 pitches. Dylan Welsh stands in with 2 gone as he looks at a first pitch. A little low, but called a strike. No balls and 1 strike for Dylan Welsh in his first start with the Plainsmen. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. After the 6-4-3 double play, Kilzer looks on with the bases empty. 0-1 pitch. That one catches at the knees as well. No balls and 2 strikes the count from Joshua Kilzer to Dylan Welsh. Welsh getting his 3rd cuts of this one now here in the bottom of the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes. Kilzer kicks and deals the 0-2. 0-2, line opposite field and foul on the left field side. So count now, no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count. Kilzer looks on, he comes set. Here is the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is going to be swung on and missed. It's the first strikeout for Kilzer, and Kilzer comes in and does a good job, gets a double play and then a strikeout. Plainsmen do get a run out of it, though. They score 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They'll end up leaving nobody on base. We will head to the top of the 6th. Due up for the Prospects, it'll be Bennis, David, and DePrima. After 5 complete, the Plainsmen lead this one 3-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram.
We're through 5 complete here from Billwood Field in North Platte, Nebraska. Plainsmen on top of the Nebraska Prospects 3-1. John Willis, voice of the Plainsmen, with you on Citrus 3, our online radio streaming service, our mobile app available on Android, as well as our YouTube channel. The first of the final 3 games here in the regular season at Billwood Field. Again, hoping that the Plainsmen will be hosting a playoff game here on July 31st. That'd be against the Western Nebraska Pioneers, who clinched the first half if the Plainsmen were able to do that. And the score that they look at is going to be that one out in Gering, Nebraska, as we'll take a look around the Independence League scoreboard. It's 0-0 between Fremont and Western Nebraska. That game in the bottom of the 2nd out at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Out at Cowboy Field, the Hastings Sodbusters lead the Gem City Bison 4-2. Then at Black Hills Energy Stadium, Spearfish leads Badlands 3-1 in the bottom of the 1st. Spearfish, a team that has taken the lead in the second half in the Great Plains Division, so they'll be looking to make a playoff push. Spearfish, a team that had one of the worst records in the league after the first half, but have had really put it together in the second half, as Billy Humphrey will face Joe Bennis to lead off this top of the 6th, with the Plainsmen up by 2. Humphrey comes set, ready for the first pitch to Bennis, who's 1 for 2. First pitch on its way. First pitch skied up. Foul territory, third base side. A.J. Loston chasing after it. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. Lead-off fly out by Jill Bennis into foul territory as Loston's able to take care of it. So now bring up Ryan David. David, the right-hander out of SCC, is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Getting his second appearance of this one. Again, with the Prospects down 3-1, they were able to score one in the top of the fifth off the sac fly by Lynham. But then the Plainsmen answered with one of their own. They scored one on a 6-4-3 double play. It's kind of a half-hearted swing by David. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin. From Billy Humphrey to Ryan David. Humphrey took over for Butterfield. Bryce Butterfield, the starter, who went 4 innings. A run, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks on 51 pitches. 0-1, that one is going to be lined and through into center field. It'll be a base hit for Ryan David. And another 1-out single for the Prospects. It's the 3rd time where they've had a 1-out single here tonight, as they now are out hitting the Plainsmen 6-5. J.D. DePrima stands in, who's 0 for 2 Ks. He stands in with 1 gone. And now Ryan David standing at first. Billy Humphrey comes set, ready for the first pitch to J.D. DePrima. First pitch struck up foul and out of play behind home plate. No balls and 1 strike, the count will start. From Billy Humphrey to J.D. DePrima. DePrima, the 6-hitter, getting his 3rd cuts of this one here in the top of the 6th. Again, Plainsmen leading this one 3-1 over the Nebraska Prospects. Humphrey looks on, no balls and 1 strike with 1 out in the top of the 6th. The 0-1 pitch on its way. Off speed is a strike. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes to J.D. DePrima. Again, 1-out single by David into center field. He stands at first. It's his first base hit, the 6th hit for the Prospects here tonight. Humphrey looks on, comes set. Count is at 0-2. Here's the 2-strike pitch from Humphrey. 0-2 will miss low and inside, as DePrima had to move his foot out of the way. So count 1 ball and 2 strikes. DePrima, the left-hander, standing in after the single by David. DePrima went behind 0-2. First ball of the at-bat. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Humphrey comes set, 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch on its way. Fastball misses up. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 from Humphrey to DePrima, righty to lefty with 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Humphrey looks on with David leading away from first. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Humphrey. 2-2, spoiled off foul. Hits the screen behind home plate, so count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two the count with 1 gone. David leading away from first. Humphrey comes set. Count is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 2-2. That one is chased, poked up, shallow right center. It'll get over the head of Adam DeBoer into center field. He makes the throw over to second, though, and they will get the force out on David. Didn't even need a tag, so it's basically just DePrima reaching on a fielder's choice. So a wild play there. That's a heads-up play by Adam DeBoer. So DePrima reaches on a fielder's choice, as now Trey Mungan stands in. Mungan, who's 0 for 2 with a groundout and a flyout so far in this one. Humphrey comes set, ready for the first pitch to Trey Mungan, the right-hander. First pitch fastball misses up, 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Billy Humphrey to Trey Mungan. So DePrima now stands on first with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Plainsmen leading this one 3-1. Humphrey comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. They will try to pick off DePrima, but it's low and away, so count is still 1 ball and no strikes to Trey Mungan. Want to know the count with 2 gone in the top of the 6th. Billy Humphrey comes set. The 1-0 pitch on its way. 1-0 off speed is called a strike, so count will even out 1-1. Nice job by Welsh keeping that one ahead of him. Again, Welsh and Bryce Butterfield are really the only catchers that the Plainsmen have left. That is a position that the Plainsmen are extremely thin at after 2 catchers left after the weekend, with Connor Flagg and Griffin Myers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Mungan, chop grounder, foul on the third base side. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Humphrey to Mungan, the 7-hitter. J.D. DePrima leads away from first after he reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 3 now tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Righty to righty with 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. Billy Humphrey comes set the 1-2 pitch. 1-2, that one will miss down low. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2, 2 gone. Plainsmen just trying to keep this game separated by 2 runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Mungan. 2-2. Hard grounder to third. Lawston's on it. Throwing to first. That'll be in time. And that'll be it for the Prospects in the top of the 6th. They end up scoring no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They'll end up leaving 1 on base. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be DeBoer, McCool, and Wood. After 5.5, 3-1 Plainsmen on top. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Finished Nebraska beef.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest, fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95. If you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is we don't do contracts here. We have a small activation fee, and you have a small deactivation fee, and that's it. We don't have contracts here at the Nebraska Athletic Club.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Why do they call this one 3-1 over the Nebraska Prospects, as Joshua Kilzer will get ready for his first non-base runners on automatically inning of work, as he technically has gone through an inning, but this is the first inning he is beginning for the Prospects. He got Proctor to ground into a 6-4-3 double play, and then Dylan Welsh struck out to end off the 5th inning. Adam DeBoer will lead things off for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 6th. DeBoer, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout, also walked and scored in his first appearance in the 2nd. The right-hander stands in to lead off this bottom of the 6th with the Plainsmen up 3-1. First pitch from Joshua Kilzer. Swung on, popped up, foul and out of play. No balls and 1 strike, the count will begin. Starting to get cloudy here at Billwood Field, as we are just past 8 o'clock here in North Platte. Plainsmen so far on track to trying to get their 31st win of the season, but still a while to go in this one. No balls and 1 strike. That one will catch the inner bottom corner, so count is 0-2 to start out Joshua Kilzer to Adam DeBoer. Again, Dane Tomen got the start, went 4 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, 102 pitches through 4 innings and some change. Kilzer looks on, no balls and 2 strikes to Adam DeBoer, as now time will be called by the home plate umpire Jason Seitz. So count will remain 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Kilzer steps back. He kicks and deals the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 will skip low and away. It's the first ball of the at-bat. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Kilzer to DeBoer to lean off this bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 1-2 off speed will just miss in. So count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Adam DeBoer. DeBoer, the 8-hitter, can walk and a score in the 2nd, flew out to right field in the 4th. Plainsmen leading 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kilzer kicks and deals the 2-2. 2-2, ground sharply, and it'll get past the glove of Allen into left field. It's a leadoff single for Adam DeBoer here in the bottom of the 6th, and it's his first hit as a North Platte Plainsman. Jake McCool now stands in. Jake McCool, the right-hander, walking a flyout so far for Jake McCool in this one. He steps in after the leadoff single by Adam DeBoer. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Plainsman up 3-1, trying to add on here in the 6th inning. Coming set is Kilzer, ready for the first pitch to Jake McCool. McCool pops one up, foul territory, first base side. Chasing after it is David. He will make the catch near the fence. And now one gone here in the bottom of the 6th. It's back to the top of the order. Up to the red-hot bat of Cade Wood, who is now 8 for 13 against the Prospects in the now 4 games that these two teams have seen each other. Wood today is 3 for 3. 2 singles, a double, a run scored, and an RBI. Right-hander stands in with one gone in the bottom of the 6th. Coming set is Kilzer, ready for the first pitch to Cade Wood. Top of the order now for North Platte. Kilzer kicks and deals. First pitch to Wood. Will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Joshua Kilzer to Cade Wood. Again, Adam DeBoer stands on first after his first base hit as a Plainsman. Both teams now equal in hits with 6, but the Plainsmen leading this one 3-1. 1 ball and no strikes. Kilzer comes set. Here's the 1-0 to Wood. 1-0. Off speed will catch the inner half of the plate, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1, righty to righty, with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kilzer comes set. Here's the 1-1 to Wood. Is now taking off for second as Adam DeBoer. Throw will get into center field. So it's a stolen base for Adam DeBoer. As that pitch missed, count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So Adam DeBoer gets his first stolen base as a Plainsman. 2-1 now the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike now the count with a runner in scoring position. Adam DeBoer now stands at second after a stolen base. 2-1 coming set is Kilzer. The 2-1 to Wood. Going to be fouled off and out of play. So count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeBoer leads away from second after a single now stolen base. 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsman up 3-1. Kilzer looks on, comes set, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Wood, and now he'll turn around and chase Adam DeBoer back to second. So count still even at 2. 2-2, 1 out. DeBoer leading away from second. Cade Wood in the batter's box. Again, Wood is 3 for 3. Doubled and scored in his last appearance in the bottom of the 4th. Kilzer comes set, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch to Wood on its way. 2-2 line sharply and through into left field for a base hit. Adam DeBoer will get the go-ahead single from J.M. Kelly to round third. He is in there. It's another RBI shot for Cade Wood. And the Plainsmen now lead this one 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Second RBI single for Cade Wood here tonight. As Adam DeBoer scores, the lead is now 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. So RBI single by Wood. This will now bring up Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, who's 1 for 2. He had an RBI double back in the 4th. He stands in with 1 gone. And Cade Wood leading away from first. Wood has been hot tonight, now 4 for 4. 3 singles, 2 RBIs, a run, and a double. They'll try to pick him off. He is back in there safely. So still a fresh count from Joshua Kilzer to Jalen Ruffin. Again, 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen now leading this one 4-1 after the RBI single by Cade Wood. Kilzer comes set, ready for the first pitch to Jalen Ruffin. First pitch on its way. Fastball up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Jalen Ruffin. For Joshua Kilzer, he got 3 outs on 5 pitches back in the 5th. 1 pitch to get a 6-4-3 double play, and then 4 pitches to strike out Dylan Welsh. But now here in the 6th, giving up 2 singles and RBI. Plainsmen now lead this one 4-1. Fastball misses up. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 to start out. Joshua Kilzer to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin, the 2-hitter, getting his now 4th cuts of this one in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls and no strikes. Coming set is Kilzer. The 2-0 pitch on its way. 2-0 is lifted foul and out of play. So count will now move to 2 balls and 1 strike. So Plainsmen leading this one 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th. As they're trying to keep up with Fremont in that race for the second half playoff spot. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kilzer comes set. The 2-1 to Jalen Ruffin. Off speed will catch the inner bottom corner. Count is now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2, the count is even. Kilzer looks on at Wood on first. He will now try to pick him off, and he is just back in there safely. It is a drop by David at first. Gets a little bit behind him. If he had held on to it, might have been in time. But count is just 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jalen Ruffin. Kilzer looks at Wood on first, now comes set. 2-2 to Ruffin. Fastball away, as now they'll try to pick it back to first. Wood is just back in there safely. So count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. From Joshua Kilzer to Jalen Ruffin, with Cade Wood leading away from first. Kilzer looks on. Now comes set with the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2 is going to hit Ruffin. So after that long at bat, Ruffin wins it with a hit by pitch. Now runners at first and second, still only 1 gone in the bottom of the 6s. Kilzer's just not had it as effortlessly as it seemed he had it back in the 5th. A.J. Loston will now stand in. Loston, who is 0 for 2 flyouts. He did walk back in the 2nd. Loston stands in with 1 gone. Cade Wood now stands at second with Jalen Ruffin at first. Plainsmen have scored 1 run now in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now they're trying to add on here in the 6th before heading into the top of the 7th. Kilzer now looks on to A.J. Loston with 2 on, 1 out. First pitch popped up, lifted foul on the left field side. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Joshua Kilzer to A.J. Loston. Righty to lefty with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Plainsmen up 4-1. Now out hitting the Prospects 7-6. No balls, 1 strike. As now Cade Wood will steal third. The throw will not be in time. Usually you see a double steal in that situation, but Jalen Ruffin did not take off, so it'll just be runners at the corners with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. So stolen base for Cade Wood. He stands at third with Jalen Ruffin at first. So runners at the corners with 1 gone. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kilzer looks on. He now comes set 1-1 to Loston with runners at the corners and 1 gone. 1-1 pitch on its way. 1-1 skied up foul again. So count will move to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 from Kilzer to Loston. Again, Ruffin stands at first. He was hit by a pitch. RBI single by Wood. Now he was able to move from second to third on a stolen base. It's his 9th stolen base of the season. 1 ball and 2 strikes is now Jalen Ruffin will take off. It's a swing and a miss for A.J. Loston. He will strike out. But now runners will be at second and third for Sage McMahon as Jalen Ruffin steals second. Second strikeout for Joshua Kilzer, as now the Plainsmen will need Sage McMahon to come through with a hit here. They want to score the 2 runners on the base paths. For McMahon, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he's walked twice and scored once back in the 5th. The left-hander stands in with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Kilzer, first pitch to McMahon. First pitch, grounder to first. David is on it. He'll step on the bag. And the scoring threat will not come to pass. But the Plainsmen get one more here in the 6th. They score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They will end up leaving 2 on base. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Due up for the Prospects. It'll be Allen, Madsen, and Getzman. After 6 complete, North Platte leads this one 4-1. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Want a career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
How far will $1,000 a day take you?
Well, we're through 6 complete here from Billwood Field in the first of 3 between the Nebraska Prospects and the North Platte Plainsmen, the final home series of the year here at Billwood Field. And we got all the action here on the Plainsmen Radio Network as well as our YouTube channel. Well, Plainsmen lead this one 4-1 off another RBI single by Cade Wood in the bottom of the 6th. Cade Wood, who's now 4 for 4. 3 singles, 2 RBIs. Gage Allen will lead things off for the Specs here in the top of the 7th. Allen is 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. Scored the 1 run of the game for the Nebraska Prospects. Faces Billy Humphrey for the first time as Humphrey gets ready for his 3rd inning of work. He throws a first pitch strike to Allen. No balls and 1 strike. The count will start for Billy Humphrey. 23 pitches through 2 innings. Been efficient so far for North Platte. Humphrey looks on. No balls and 1 strike. He now comes set. 0-1 to Gage Allen to lead off the top of the 7th. 0-1. That one will miss inside. Count will now even out at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Plainsmen have their final games here at home tomorrow. It'll be a doubleheader to make up for the game lost yesterday. The game will begin at 5 o'clock. 2 7-inning games will come across your airwaves tomorrow. You can also come out to Billwood Field tomorrow to support the Plainsmen in their final home game. 1-1 fastball will miss up. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. It's Plainsmen last home series, and then they will hit the road for 2 games out in Laramie with Gem City to wrap up the regular season. 2 balls and 1 strike. Humphrey comes set. 2-1 to Gage Allen. 2-1 will hit him. So it's a leadoff hit by pitch here in the top of the 7th. First free base that Billy Humphrey has given up so far. As now Cam Madsen will stand in, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Madsen also stole a base in his last appearance in the 5th. The right-hander out of Wayne State gets his 3rd cuts of this one after the leadoff hit by pitch of Gage Allen. Humphrey looks on, ready for the first pitch here to Cam Madsen. First pitch fastball up, 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Billy Humphrey to Cam Madsen. One ball and no strikes. Humphrey comes set. 1-0 pitch to Madsen. 1-0. That one will miss high and away. It's a wild pitch. Advancing from first to second is Gage Allen. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to Cam Madsen. So Humphrey, a little bit of control issues so far to lead off the top of the 7th. As he hit Gage Allen. 2-0 the count starts, and then a wild pitch advances Gage Allen from first to second. Out comes assistant coach Eric Sandos. Try to settle Humphrey down here in the 7th with the Plainsmen up 4-1. And Bryce Butterfield got the start. He went 4 innings, a run, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. With this break, we'll take another look around the Independence League scoreboard. Out at Cowboy Field, Hastings and Gem City are tied at 5. That game's in the bottom of the 4th. Out at Black Hills Energy Stadium, Spearfish leads Badlands 5-1. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd, and then the important game for the Plainsmen came out at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. No score so far between Fremont and Western Nebraska. That game's in the top of the 4th. Also underway is Casper and Canyon County out at Wolf Field. That game in the top of the 1st. Casper has scored 3 in the inning. They lead that one 3-0. So assistant coach Eric Sandos will head back to the dugout as the count starts out 2 balls and no strikes from Billy Humphrey to Cam Madsen. And Madsen stands in with Gage Allen standing at second. 2-0. That one misses high and inside. That one is dropped by Welsh, so a passed ball advances Gage Allen from second to third. Still nobody out here in the 7th. Count is now 3-0 to Cam Madsen. So 3 balls and no strikes. He hit Allen, and now Allen has advanced from first to third on a wild pitch and a pass ball. 3-0, and it's the first strike of the at-bat. So that one, the off-speed catches at that bottom part of the strike zone. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Prospects big opportunity here in the 7th to try to cut into this 3-run deficit. 3-1 pitch on its way from Humphrey. 3-1, that one is fouled off. Welsh will give it a chase, but it'll land out of play. So count full of 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Humphrey has been able to work himself back into the count. So count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes from Billy Humphrey to Cam Madsen, the 9-hitter, with nobody out in the top of the 7th and Gage Allen standing at third. Humphrey looks on, he now comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is going to be poked to short. Wood is on it. Long throw to first. It'll be in time. A run will score on the ground out by Madsen. And it's now 4-2 as the lead has been cut in half. 1 run on no hits so far here in the 7th. So now it's back to the top of the order with Matt Getzman. He was the first batter to face Billy Humphrey, so now it'll be the second time working through the order for Billy Humphrey. Getzman's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He also walked back in the 3rd. 1 gone in the top of the 7th. The base is now empty after Gage Allen scores from third on the ground out to short by Cam Madsen. Plainsmen still lead this one 4-2. Humphrey comes set. First pitch on its way. Fastball will just miss in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Billy Humphrey to Matt Getzman. And Getzman, the leadoff man for the Prospects here tonight, trying to continue some offensive momentum going here in the top of the 7th as lead been cut to 2. 1-0 fastball misses up. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So again, Humphrey getting behind another batter. He's gotten behind the first 3 batters he has seen here in the top of the 7th. Humphrey comes set, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Humphrey. 2-0, that one is going to be fouled off and out of play. So count now moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Humphrey came in relief of Bryce Butterfield back in the 5th. On the final 3 outs of the 5th, pitched himself the 6th, gave up no runs on a hit, and now here in the 7th gives up his first run of his relief appearance. He's now gone through 2 1/3. 2 balls and 1 strike, the pitch from Humphrey. 2-1 off speed will miss low and away. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1, Humphrey to Getzman with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Righty to righty. Humphrey looks on, he now comes set. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Getzman. 3-1, it'll miss low. It's a walk for Humphrey. And now runner at first with one gone in the top of the 7th. Second free base given up for Humphrey. First on a walk as he hit Allen on the first batter he faced here in the 7th. So now bring up Cade Lynham, who's 1 for 1 with a single. Walked in the 3rd and then had a sac fly in the 5th to give the Specs their first run of the game. Now scored 2-1 on the ground out by Gage Allen, as now out comes head coach J.M. Kelly. They'll go to the bullpen, so we'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic
$1,000 a day for the rest of your life. Drawing 7 days a week.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte. Number 2 pencils, check. 24.
Back here in the top of the 7th as it's the Runza pitching change. 2 Runzas in North Platte for Billy Humphrey. Ends up going 2 1/3, 1 run for now, but the runner on the base paths with Getzman is his responsibility. 1 hit, no strikeouts, a walk. 1 hit batter, he did that on 38 pitches. Into the game will come Zach Reed. Reed will be getting his 3rd appearance out of the bullpen for the Plainsmen this season. Zach Reed, the right-hander out of West Virginia Tech, stands in to take the place of Billy Humphrey. Reed, 2 appearances, pitched 3 innings, 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, no record, and a 9.00 ERA. Zach Reed will take over here in the top of the 7th. He will face Cade Lynham with 1 gone and a runner on first here in the top of the 7th with the Plainsmen up 4-2. Lynham again had a sac fly in his last appearance in the top of the 5th. Zach Reed comes set ready for his first pitch to Cade Lynham. First pitch fastball misses up, 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Zach Reed to Cade Lynham. So for Reed trying to keep this game where it is, separated by 2 here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball and no strikes. Reed comes set as they will now try to pick off Getzman. It is an unsuccessful attempt, so count still 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 to start out Reed to Lynham. Lynham the 2-hitter. Getting his 4th cuts of this one. 1 ball and no strikes the pitch. 1-0 fastball catches the inner half of the plate, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So again, 4-2, Plainsmen leading into the top of the 7th. Again, trying to keep pace with the Fremont move. 1-1, that one will skip well in front of the plate. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike from Zach Reed to Cade Lynham. Fremont currently in a tie game with Western Nebraska. Those will be scores we'll continue to check throughout the week as Plainsmen need a win and need the Moo to lose. 2 balls and 1 strike to pitch to Lynham. 2-1, that one is going to be lined and just over the glove of DeBoer into right field. So a single by Cade Lynham. So now it's Nolan Brown. Nolan Brown is 0 for 3, 2 groundouts, a flyout. One of them into a 6-4-3 double play. He stands in with 1 gone, and now the tying run standing on base in the form of Cade Lynham at first. One gone in the top of the 7th. Reed comes set. First pitch to Nolan Brown. That one will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin from Zach Reed to Nolan Brown. So a single by Lynham. Getzman now stands at second. 4-2, Plainsmen leading it here in the top of the 7th. 1 ball and no strikes. Reed looks on. The 1-0 to Brown. That one will skip well in front of the plate. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes. The count will start from Zach Reed to Nolan Brown. Brown, the right-hander out of Stephen F. Austin. Trying to keep things moving here in the top of the 7th for the Nebraska Prospects. For the Plainsmen, just trying to get out of the inning. 2-0, that one will miss low. The count is now 3 balls and no strikes. And the runner on second with Getzman is the responsibility of Billy Humphrey. Anything after that will be the responsibility of Zach Reed. 3 balls and no strikes. Reed comes set. The 3-0 to Brown. Finds the strike zone for the first time in this at-bat. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. 3-1, righty to righty with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Reed comes set, 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Brown. 3-1, that one is struck up right center. That one is going to get down in the gap. 1 run is going to score. Getzman will put the brakes on at third. And then the lead is cut to 1 here in the top of the 7th. So it's an RBI double by Nolan Brown. 4-3, as that run will go to the credit of Billy Humphrey. As now out comes head coach J.M. Kelly, and we will get another pitching change. A short outing for Zach Reed. Meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist. He had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on...
Our second pitching change of the inning, as it's a quick outing for Zach Reed. He faced 2 batters. No innings pitched for him. No runs for now, but the 2 in scoring position are his responsibility. 2 hits, no strikeouts, no walks, no hit batters. 9 total pitches for Zach Reed in his relief appearance. Carson Shepard is the new pitcher. Carson Shepard, the 6'5" right-hander from Buena, Texas, plays his college ball at Howard Junior College this past spring. Shepard, 2 appearances. He's pitched 3 1/3. No runs on a hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He has a 1-0 record. No earned run average so far for Carson Shepard. He comes in a tricky spot here in the top of the 7th with the tying and go-ahead run on. Only 1 gone in the top of the 7th. He will face Joel Bennis with Nolan Brown at second after his RBI double and Cade Lynham at third. So Bennis stands in a big spot for the Prospects. as the Plainsmen lead this one 4-3 here in the top of the 7th. So Bennis stands in. Bennis, who is 1 for 3 with a single and 2 flyouts. He flew on to third in his last appearance in the top of the 6th. He is the 6th batter to come to the plate for the Prospects here in the top of the 7th. So Shepard looks on with 1 gone, 2 runners on. First pitch on its way. Will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Carson Shepard to Joel Bennis. So again, Brown at second, Lynham at third, with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Shepard comes set, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 to Bennis. 1-0 high fastball is swung on and missed. So count will even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 from Shepard to Bennis. Ryan David stands on deck with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Shepard comes set, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on its way. 1-1, slow roller, foul on the third base side. So count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 from Shepard to Bennis. Again, the tying and go-ahead runs are on the base paths for the Nebraska Prospects. Shepard comes set, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 will just miss a little low and out. So count will now even out, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A nice stop by Welsh behind the plate to make sure that Cade Lynham could not advance home. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big spot here in this one between North Platte and the Nebraska Prospects. Shepard comes set, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Bennis. 2-2, lifted into center. Jalen Ruffin will come under it. Tagging is Lynham. The throw will not be in time, and now the ball is in foul territory. Shepard scoops it up. The throw home is going to be in time. So they will just tie it up here in the 7th off the sacrifice fly. So it's tied at 4 as tagged out is Nolan Brown. That's a huge find. But the Prospects tie it up. They score 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They'll end up leaving nobody on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Due up for the Plainsmen. It'll be Hendricks, Proctor, and Welsh. It's stretch time here from Bill Wood Field. We got another tight one. It's tied up at 4. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors will listen to you and make recommendations based on your individual wants and needs. Whether it's something as seemingly simple as a swollen foot or ankle, complications related to diabetes, or an injury that requires surgery, we're here to help. Some of the services available by our providers include, but aren't limited to, the care and treatment of corns, calluses, and warts, custom-made orthodontics, diabetic foot care, arthritis, reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, foot and ankle trauma, fungal nails, ingrown toenails, heel and arc pain, pediatric foot care, sports injuries, and wound care. Visit us at 815 South Maple Street in North Platte. Phone number 308-532-3600. Again, 308-532-3600.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
One thing's for certain. This year, you're going places, and Adventure Bus and Charter can take you in style. Choose from a variety of coaches for large groups, youth groups, church groups, any group. With several locations in the heart of America, Adventure Bus is the convenient choice for group transportation when you travel locally or across the country.
For the bottom of the 7th, the Prospects were able to tie it up in the top of the 7th off a sacrifice fly by Joel Bennis. And now Joel Bennis takes the mound as it's a pitching change for the Nebraska Prospects as they will head to the bullpen. Joshua Kilzer goes 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and a hit batter. He does it on 27 pitches. Joel Bennis will take over. Joel Bennis, the left-hander, who again batting DH out of Cloud County Community College. Joel Bennis takes his spot. Bennis 3 appearances, 1 start. He's pitched 6 innings, 7 runs. They're all earned, 12 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 8 walks. He has no record and a 10.5 ERA. He will face 5, 6, and 7 here in the bottom of the 7th, with the Plainsmen and the Prospects now tied up at 4. First pitch to Braden Hendricks. A fastball will miss up. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start to Braden Hendricks. Hendricks, who is 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. He also walked in his first appearance in the first. Plainsmen now tied up with the Prospects as the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, a strike, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So Joel Bennis, again, no record, a 10.5 earned run average, taking the place of Joshua Kilzer, who goes 2 innings. Kilzer looks on, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Hendricks. 1-1 off speed will just miss, little up and away, little up and out. So count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Hendricks leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th for North Platte, with this game tied at 4. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one is fouled off and out of play on the first base side. So count will now even out 2 balls and 2 strikes from Joel Bennis to Braden Hendricks. 2-2 to lead off the bottom of the 7th after the Prospects scored 3 in the top half of the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is grounded sharply, and it gets off the glove of Allen into the left field. It's a leadoff single for Braden Hendricks here in the bottom of the 7th. So leadoff base hit for Braden Hendricks. It's his 2nd base hit of the night, and a leadoff base runner on in the bottom of the 7th. So now Miles Proctor stands in. Proctor 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his last appearance. He looks at a first pitch that misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start. Bennis, the first left-hander that the Plainsmen face here tonight. 1 ball and no strikes. Bennis kicks and deals. 1-0 is fouled off on the first base side, so count will even out 1-1 from Joel Bennis to Miles Proctor after the leadoff single by Braden Hendricks. Coming set is Bennis. 1 ball, 1 strike to Proctor. The 1-1 pitch on its way. 1-1 fastball misses up. They'll flip it back to first to try to catch Hendricks off the bag. He is back in there safely, so 2 balls and 1 strike. The count will be now to Miles Proctor with Dylan Welsh standing on deck. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Bennis. 2-1, that'll miss low, so count is now 3-1 to Miles Proctor. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Hendricks leading away from first. 3-1 pitch to Proctor. 3-1 is going to be swung on and missed. So count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch as Braden Hendricks will take off for second, but it's fouled off the catcher's mask of DePrima. So count will stay full. At 3 balls and 2 strikes, Hendricks will have to head back to first. Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch to Proctor. It's swung on and missed. So it's the first strikeout for Joel Bennis. And now 1 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Dylan Welsh will stand in again in his Plainsman starting debut here tonight. Bennis looks on as Welsh lines one into left field. That one is down for a base hit. Braden Hendricks rounds second. He's digging for third. He is in there. So now runners at the corners with 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Off the single by Dylan Welsh, he gets his first base hit as a North Platte Plainsman. So now runners at the corners with 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th, and it'll be up to Adam DeBoer. DeBoer making his first total appearance with the Plainsmen. He is 1 for 2 so far in this one with a single. He also walked in the second. 2 runs scored for him as well in this one as We'll get a mound visit here for Joel Bennis. That one was lined opposite field for Dylan Welsh. Come and talk with Bennis here as the entire infield will meet. Nobody's been up in the bullpen for the Nebraska Prospects as they meet here on the mound. Again, the Prospects scored 3 in the top of the 7th, and now the Plainsmen trying to answer here in the bottom half of the inning with the game tied at 4. Braden Hendricks stands at third with with Dylan Welsh at first. And Adam DeBoer in the batter's box. Again, this is his Plainsman debut here tonight. Singled and scored in his last appearance in the 6th. The right-hander stands in with the runners at the corners and one gone in the bottom of the 7th. Bennis looks on. Runners at first and third. Comes set, ready for the first pitch to DeBoer. Is now both runners are taking off. I don't know what that was, as that didn't seem very smart. As Braden Hendricks is caught stealing on his way home. Welsh steals second. And no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin to Adam DeBoer. That's going to be a huge missed opportunity now if the Plainsmen end up not scoring. So runner at second, 2 gone now in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 to DeBoer is fouled back to the screen, so now no balls and 2 strikes the count. Welsh stands at second. DeBoer in the batter's box. No balls and 2 strikes from Bennis to DeBoer. Bennis taking a long pause. Now time will be called by Jason Seitz. Gives Adam DeBoer the time called after the long pause by Joel Bennis. Bennis comes set, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 0-2, grounder to third. Allen is on it, long throw to first. It'll be in time. And man, that is just a huge loss for the Plainsmen. As they try to double steal. Hendricks took off for home. They made the pitch and he was caught stealing. That is just big mishap for the Plainsmen. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They'll end up leaving 1 on base. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Due up for the Prospects. It'll be David DePrima and Mungan. After 7 complete, we're tied at 4. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Winslow, the marketing and promotions intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year? Or $3,650,000 a decade? Or, who knows? It all adds up to a lifetime of fun. Play Lucky for Life, and you could win $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, drawing 7 days a week.
Joe Bob Sugar Maker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne so you can smell like a cowboy, not the horse you rode in on.
KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top...
We're through 7 complete, ready for the top of the 8th. John Willis back with you on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Is the Plainsmen now trailing in this one. Not trailing in this one, but feels like all the momentum is with the Prospects as this game is tied up at 4. As we resume action here in the top of the 8th. Again, Plainsmen had a big opportunity in the bottom half of the inning with runners at the corners and only 1 gone. But Braden Hendricks tries to head home, tries to steal home, and he is caught by a good margin. So Carson Shepard will face Ryan David to lead off this top of the 8th. David is 1 for 3. Shepard again came in relief of Zach Reed, who went no innings, a run, 2 hits for Zach Reed. First pitch from Shepard to David. That will be struck foul and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. It was a big defensive play to end off the the top of the 7th, as it was a sacrifice fly to score lineup, but then the throw to third got into foul territory, but then Shepard was able to make a late throw to catch the last runner, Nolan Brown, from scoring, as there's a swing and a miss. And so instead of the Prospects taking the lead, it was just tied, headed into the bottom half of the inning. No balls and 2 strikes. The count starts from Carson Shepard to Ryan David, the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 off speed will ring him up. 3 straight strike. It's a leadoff strikeout here in the top of the 8th for Carson Shepard, facing Ryan David. So leadoff strikeout here in the top of the 8th with this game tied at 4. So now bring up J.D. DePrima. DePrima 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, reached on a fielder's choice in his last appearance in the 6th. It was one of the weirdest fielder's choices I've ever seen, though, as he blooped one over the head of DeBoer at second as he lines one into deep right field. That one going back. Hendricks will make a running catch. Stumbles near the warning track. What a catch by Braden Hendricks. And now 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. So good contact by DePrima. It was just a really nice catch by Braden Hendricks out in right field. So Trey Mungan stands in, who's 0 for 3, with 2 groundouts and a flyout. He stands in with 2 gone, and the base is empty for the Prospects. He sends one into deep left. Miles Proctor will chase after it. That one is going to land foul. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin to Trey Mungan. So no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Plainsmen and Prospects tied up at 4. Leadoff strikeout to David, a flyout by DePrima, and now Mungan stands in. No balls and 1 strike. Shepard steps back. He kicks and deals the 0-1. 0-1 line sharply and over the glove of Loston into left field. So it'll be a 2-out single, as now Trey Mungan will try for 2. He is going to be in there. So it's a 2-out double for the Prospects here in the top of the 8th. So now Gage Allen stands in, who's 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch and scored in his last appearance to lead off the top of the 7th. Plainsmen have allowed the Prospects to get a hit now in every inning since the 3rd. As the Prospects now equal in Plainsmen with hits with 9. Shepard looks on to Allen, the 8-hitter. First pitch to him. Fastball high, swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin from Carson Shepard to Gage Allen. I'm a little late on that one, as count will start out 0-1. Shepard comes set, no balls and 1 strike to Gage Allen. The 0-1 pitch. Off speed will just miss a little out, so count will even out now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 2-out double by Mungan, who now stands at second. Represents the go-ahead run for the Nebraska Prospects. Shepard looks on, 1 ball and 1 strike. He now comes set. The 1-1 pitch to Allen. Another high fastball is swung on and missed. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. High fastball working for Shepard against Allen in this at-bat, as the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Starting to get out of the inning, tied at 4. Shepard comes set, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Allen. 1-2 lined and right to Mcmahon at first, who makes a nice catch. And that'll do it for the Prospects in the top of the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Prospects will end up leaving 1 on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th, 2 up for the Plainsmen. It'll be McCool, Wood, and Ruffin. After 7.5, we're tied up at 4. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, are looking for host families for our players.
Hello! I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every
Sandwiches freaky fast.
Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Plainsmen and Prospects tied up at 4. Another close game between these two as Joel Bennis will get ready for his second inning of work. He throws a first pitch fastball high that misses upstairs to McCool. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin. McCool 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He also walked in his last appearance in the second, or in his first appearance in the second. Is 1-0. That one thrown down the heart of the plate. Count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. It's 9-1-2 due up for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the eighth, with this game tied up at 4. McCool, the right-hander. Just 1 hit for him so far in the season as he looks at an off-speed catch the inside part of the plate for a strike. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Joel Bennis to Jake McCool. 1 ball, 2 strikes coming set is Bennis, the 1-2 pitch. That one will just miss, a little low and out. So count will now even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. 16 pitches for Bennis back in the 7th. He had runners at the corners with only 1 gone, but a kind of mishap by the Plainsmen. Is 2-2. That one is going to be lined into center. It's a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the 8th for Jake McCool. And now it's top of the order with the red-hot Cade Wood. Cade Wood has had a pretty productive night. 4 for 4, 3 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored for Cade Wood so far in this one. The right-hander stands in with nobody out, and Jake McCool leading away from first. Bennis looks on, comes set, first pitch to Wood. Will miss low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin to Cade Wood. Wood at the top of the order has just gotten hit after hit so far here tonight. 1 ball and no strikes. Coming set is Bennis. The 1-0 pitch to Wood. 1-0, that one is going to be skied up. He got a little under that one. Shallow left. Coming over is the shortstop Brown. He'll make the catch. And the first out is found here in the bottom of the 8th. It's the first time they've been able to retire Cade Wood here tonight. So now it'll be Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin is 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the 4th and a fly out in the 2nd. He's also reached on 2 free bases, a walk and a hit by pitch in this one. Right-hander stands in with McCool leading away from first. 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th. He swings, pokes one, and it'll be gloved by Brown at short. Makes a fantastic leaping catch. And now 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. And what started as a promising inning now looks a little grim with 2 straight outs here in the bottom of the 8th. So A.J. Loston will stand in, who is 0 for 3. 2 flyouts, a strikeout. He did walk back in the 2nd. He stands in with 2 gone. And Jake McCool standing at first. So Bennis looks on to A.J. Loston with 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. This game tied at 4. Bennis comes set, ready for the first pitch to Loston. First pitch, that one is going to be struck up shallow left. Coming under it, making the catch is Lynham. So leadoff base runner proves to be nothing for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They'll end up leaving 1 on base. Led to the top of the 9th, it'll be Madsen, Getzman, and Lynham due up for the Prospects. After 8 complete, we're tied at 4. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Tomen B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square feet of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest, fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95. If you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is we don't do contracts here. We have a small activation fee and you have a small deactivation fee, and that's it. We don't have contracts here at the Nebraska Athletic Club.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer.
Complete, ready for the top of the 9th. This game is tied up at 4 after the Prospects were able to score 3 runs in the top of the 7th. And now this game is knotted up, another close game between these two. No game between these two has been decided by more than 3 runs. As Carson Shepard will face Cam Madsen to lead off the top of the 9th. The first pitch to Madsen will miss just a little low and out. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will begin. From Carson Shepard to Cam Madsen. Madsen, who's 2 for 3, 2 singles. He grounded out to short. His last appearance in the top of the 7th. 1-0, line into left field. Miles Proctor will come under it. He'll make the catch. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the top of the 9th. So now it'll be top of the order with Matt Getzman, who has walked twice, scored once, and flown out twice as well. So Getzman will stand in after the leadoff 2-pitch flyout to Cam Madsen. So Shepard looks on with 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Again, this game tied at 4. Plainsmen out hitting the Prospects 10-9. The first pitch, he checks up, but it's a strike anyways. So no balls and 1 strike. The count will begin to Matt Getzman, who's now getting his 5th cuts of this one. So no balls and 1 strike. Shepard kicks and deals. 0-1 fastball misses in, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 with 1 gone. The base is empty in the top of the 9th for the Nebraska Prospects. Shepard looks on. Here is the 1-1 pitch. 1-1, that one will just miss in again. These pitches not missing by much. A tight strike zone tonight by Jason Seitz. This count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 straight pitches that Getzman has sold a little bit by moving in a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Another pitch that is right there on the inner bottom corner, but called a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count from Shepard to Getzman. Shepard looks on, 3-1 the count. He kicks and deals the 3-1 pitch. 3-1 fastball misses up. It's a walk, but there were a couple pitches there that could have been strikes. So it's a 1-out walk to Matt Getzman, and now the go-ahead run is aboard. So bring up Cade Lynham. Lynham is 2 for 2. 2 singles, sac fly in the 5th, and a walk in the 3rd. The left-hander stands in with 1 gone in the top of the 9th, and now Matt Getzman leading away from first. First pitch to Lynham, grounded to short. Wood is on it, thrown to second is in time. They'll throw it on to first, no play. But they get the leadoff base runner, and now 2 gone in the top of the 9th. As Cade Lynham will reach on the fielder's choice. So with 2 gone and 1 on, this will bring up Nolan Brown. Brown is 1 for 4, but his last at-bat was his biggest one of the night. He had an RBI double to help the Prospects get back into this game. So Shepard looks on to Nolan Brown with 2 gone in the top of the 9th. This game tied at 4. Shepard comes set, ready for the first pitch to Nolan Brown. First pitch off speed will miss little out. 1 ball and no strikes, the count will begin. So 1 ball, no strikes. Shepard comes set. 1-0 to the righty Brown with 2 gone. 1-0. One will go foul. So count will even out. 1 ball and 1 strike. He tried to check swing, but it went off his bat. So count will even out at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Standing at first is Cade Lynham after he reached on the fielder's choice. Shepard looks on. He now comes set. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count. 1-1 pitch to Brown. 1-1 fastball, swung on and missed. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Game tied at 4. Shepard gives a look at Lynham at first. Now here's the 1-2 to Nolan Brown. Here's the pitch. 1-2 will be spoiled off foul. So count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes from Carson Shepard to Nolan Brown. One and 2. Shepard just trying to get out of the inning and give it to his offense in the bottom of the 9th with the game tied. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shepard kicks and deals. Taking off for second base is Cade Lynham. He'll be in there with a stolen base as that one skips low. The count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now the go-ahead run stands in scoring position for the Nebraska Prospects. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. In the top of the 9th. Shepard looks on. He now comes set. 2-2 to Nolan Brown. Here's the pitch. 2-2, just misses low. So count will now go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shepard is trying to find the final out in the top of the 9th and give it to his offense. Shepard comes set, count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. That one is, oh, he went. He had to have gone. They didn't even refer, they say he's safe. There is no way. That bat went past the plate by a mile, but they're going to give him a walk. That's a brutal call by the umpiring crew. Jason Seitz behind the plate and Tim Stroman in the field, who they finally got a call out of after Nolan Brown was all the way to first. He definitely swung on that pitch. But so far, no harm done. With 2 outs, this will bring up Joel Bennis, who's the pitcher currently for the Prospects. We'll see if he comes out for the bottom of the 9th. First pitch to him will miss low. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will begin. So now with 2 outs, runners at first and second, with Brown at first, Lynham at second. Game tied at 4. Shepard looks on, he comes set. 1 ball and no strikes to Bennis. 1-0, fouled back to the screen. So count will even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 from Shepard to Bennis. Bennis, the left-handed pitcher, but right-handed batter for the Prospects here tonight. One the count. Shepard comes set, the 1-1. Off speed will miss away. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 from Shepard to Bennis. And this half inning should be over. A missed check swing call. Nolan Brown went well across the plate on his swing. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Shepard comes set. The 2-1 to Bennis. 2-1 misses high and in. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 from Shepard to Bennis. Just need to get 1 out here for the Plainsmen to send it to the bottom of the 9th. 3-1 pitch. 3-1 grounded foul on the third base line, so count will now go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the second straight full count now for Carson Shepard. So count is full. With 2 outs in the top of the 9th, the go-ahead run standing at second. Nolan Brown also standing at first. Shepard comes set, 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2. And that one will just miss outside, I guess. So the bases will be loaded. And looks like this is going to be it for Carson Shepard. That one hard to get a good read on. It looked true from up here, and the crowd definitely didn't like it. So now J.M. Kelly will come out and talk with Carson Shepard, and we will get a new pitcher. Meet the new pitcher when we come back. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories professional photo studio downtown North Platte has been capturing all your priceless memories from the little leagues to the majors, hitting grand slams with their professional quality and stealing your hearts as you see those priceless photos of your kids rolling over, then their toothless smiles, their dimples, their freckles, to showing off who they are in their senior photos. Developing Memories has been in the game for 20 years, and though getting your photos taken might not be quite as much fun as cheering on your favorite team, Developing Memories does make the photo sessions a fun and enjoyable experience. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos, enjoyable experience, and affordable with no session fees. And be sure to check out our $20 mini sessions and $15 school packages. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime.
Want a career that drives you? When you drive for adventure, you'll find the freedom to live a life you love while seeing the country. Because with adventure, you control when and where you drive, whether it's near or far. Choose from a variety of travel opportunities with competitive pay and adventure to great places. Go to driveadventure.com and apply today. All drivers must be 25 years old with an active CDL.
How far will $1,000 a day take you? Or $365,000 a year?
Well, the night is done for Carson Shepard. It's the runs of pitching change. 2 runs is in North Platte. Carson Shepard goes 2 1/3. No runs for now, but all 3 runners on the base paths are his responsibility. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 3 walks. No hit batters on 36 pitches. Caleb Bunch will step into the game. And head coach J.M. Kelly says when you need an out, you go to Caleb Bunch, the 6'6" right-hander out of Keller, Texas. Bunch, 16 appearances. He's pitched over 40 innings, 3-1, a 2.9 ERA. 4 saves as well for the trusty right-hander. He will face Ryan David with the bases loaded, 2 gone in the top of the 9th. David is 1 for 4, 2 strikeouts for him in this one. Bunch looks on. First pitch to David. First pitch a strike. As he catches the inner half of the plate, no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Caleb Bunch to Ryan David. Again, just need 1 out to send this game to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 4, as Adam DeBoer is now heading over to the dugout. And it looks like he's got a bloody nose, so they got to take care of that here real quick. This count will start at no balls and 1 strike from Caleb Bunch to Ryan David. So David coming in a big spot here in the top of the 9th with the bases loaded, 2 gone in a tie game at 4. So now Adam DeBoer is heading over near the locker rooms over on the third base side. And for Bunch, this is not frustrating, but just he has to now get back into his groove a little bit. As a little pause here as Adam DeBoer goes to take care of his bloody nose. He's now trotting back onto the field. And no balls and 1 strike. The count will start from Caleb Bunch to Ryan David. So no balls and 1 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Bunch, the 5th pitcher to be used by the Plainsmen here tonight. Bunch looks on. Long pause for him. As he looks on to Ryan David, he now comes set. No balls and 1 strike, the count with 2 outs and the base loaded. 0-1 pitch. 0-1 off speed will just miss low. Count will now even out at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 with 2 gone in the top of the 9th. Bunch comes set. Here's the 1-1 to David. 1-1 swung on, foul back to the backstop. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Bases loaded for Ryan David. Bunch coming in to try to get out of the inning. He comes set. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. 1-2 off speed will just miss low. Man, there's been some brutal calls by Jason Seitz, the home plate umpire here in the 9th. Couple missed calls here in the 9th. A missed strike 3 call on Bennis. A missed check swing by Brown. Possibly another 1 missed there. His count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan David. That one was beautifully placed in the bottom of the zone. Bunch comes set, 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Bunch. 2-2 will skip in the dirt. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count is full with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Bunch comes set. Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2, line into left field to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another run is on its way. And 2 runs will score. But man, that's umpiring deciding games right there. As there were 3 times now in the 9th that this inning should have been over. And now Ryan David gets the opportunity to be the hero as he gets the 2 RBI single. It's just brutal umpiring here tonight. Runners at first and second for J.D. DePrima. Bunch comes set, first pitch to J.D. DePrima. That one is going to be lifted into right field. It'll bounce in front of Braden Hendricks. There will be a play at the plate, and coming in and scoring is Joel Bennis. As it's now 7-4. Nebraska Prospects here in the top of the 9th as they've scored 3. Those runs will all go to the credit now of Carson Shepard. As now head coach J.M. Kelly will come out. He is not happy with Jason Seitz as home plate umpire. Game is 7-4 here in the top of the 9th as J.M. Kelly giving an earful to the home plate umpire Jason Seitz, as he well deserves, as it's been a brutal couple calls here in the top of the 9th. So they are arguing right now. As now Trey Mungan will stand in. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, 7-4. I didn't see him throw JM out, but it looks like he has been thrown out, so he gets an applause here from the faithful here at Billwood Field. As Trey Mungan now stands in with runners at first and second. 2 gone in the top of the 9th. Plainsmen now will have to score at least 3 in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch swung on and missed by Mungan. No balls and 1 strike. The count will begin. No balls, 1 strike. Bunch comes set. 0-1 to Mungan. 0-1. That one is going to be struck well into right field. Braden Hendricks coming under it. He'll make the catch. And that'll be it for the Prospects in the top of the ninth. Well, the Prospects score 3 on 2 runs, no errors. They'll end up leaving 2 on base. Plainsmen will have to rally in the bottom of the ninth. 2 up for the Plainsmen will be Mcmahon, Hendricks, and Proctor. After 8.5, 7-4, Prospects lead it. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime, downtown North Platte. Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot.
Ready for the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen will need to score at least 3 as it's 7-4 as we open up this bottom of the ninth. Some frustrations here for the Plainsmen as there were 3 times before any runs came across in the top of the ninth that strike 3 should have been called by the home plate umpire Jason Seitz. And it wasn't. But nonetheless, Plainsmen will try to rally here in the bottom of the ninth as Sage McMahon looks at a first pitch fastball up from Joel Bennis. Count will start out 1 ball and no strikes. So Sage McMahon will try to get things going in the bottom of the ninth for the Plainsmen, a team that will need to score at least 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth. 1-0 McMahon is swung on and missed. Count will now even out 1 ball and 1 strike. So Joel Bennis, if he can get through the ninth, he'd get the win here tonight. Carson Shepard, even after a great couple innings, he would get the loss. 1-1, another fastball is swung on and missed. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sage McMahon. 1 ball, 2 strikes to lead off the bottom of the ninth with the Plainsmen down by 3. Coming set is Bennis, the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 fastball will miss little in, so count will even out 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The 6'6 left-hander, Sage McMahon, trying to get something started here in the bottom of the ninth. 2-2. Here's the pitch. 2-2 will miss high and in. So count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch by Bennis. 3-2. Oh, but that one rings him up. It's the second strikeout for Joel Bennis. And the leadoff batter is gone here in the bottom of the ninth. Braden Hendricks will now stand in. Who's 2 for 3, 2 singles and a flyout. Right-hander stands in with 1 gone. The base is empty here in the bottom of the ninth. Bennis, first pitch to Hendricks. Will skip in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. The count will start from Joel Bennis to Braden Hendricks. After McMahon is struck out to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Bennis comes set. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Hendricks. 1-0 fastball misses low and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the count. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. 2-0. That one will catch the inner half of the plate, so count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So now Plainsmen down to their final 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth as the 2-1 pitch on its way. That one is going to be skied up on the infield. Shortstop Brown coming under it. He'll make the catch. Now the Plainsmen 1 out away from falling in this one. This would just be a tough one to fall. With now only 4 games left in the regular season after tonight. This would just be a tough pill to swallow, especially with some of the calls that have not gone the Plainsmen's way here tonight. As Miles Proctor will stand in as the last chance for the Plainsmen. Right-hander at Long Island University faces Joel Bennis with 2 gone and the base is empty. First pitch from Bennis. That one will miss a little low and in, so 1 ball and no strikes to count will start. From Joel Bennis to Miles Proctor. 1-0, foul back, so count will even out 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Coming set is Bennis. The 1-1 pitch to Proctor. 1-1, that'll miss low and in as well, so count will now move to 2 balls and 1 strike. Dylan Welsh stands on deck if the Plainsmen get to him here in the bottom of the ninth. Bennis comes set, 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Proctor. 2-1, fouled back to the screen. Count is now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two, 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Plainsmen down 7-4. Looking on and coming set is Bennis. The 2-2 pitch. 2-2, swung on and missed. And that'll be it. Yeah, it should be a foul ball as it was dropped by... I thought it was dropped by... I couldn't quite tell if he had gotten a piece of it or if he had just swung and missed, but that'll be it for the Plainsmen in this one. Again, that's a tough pill to swallow for the Plainsmen. They fall in this one by a final score of 7-4. Only 4 games now left in the regular season. This is going to be a tough one for the Plainsmen. Our Nebraska Land Bank postgame show is coming up next. It's North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
For a beautiful lawn and land.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Hi, this is Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Hey, this is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's? Oh, yes, we did.
At Great Plains Foot and Ankle Specialists, we strive to make sure each and every one of our patients receives the highest level of care with individualized treatment plans. Our extensively trained doctors.
Plainsmen drop a tough one here tonight. Again, just some really questionable umpiring here tonight, as there were, again, 3 calls in the top of the ninth that would have ended the ninth, but the game still tied at 4. Some really brutal calls, and that is the tail of this one, really, as the Plainsmen were right there to get out of the inning. Instead, they take the loss here tonight, and this one is this is a big one for the Plainsmen, especially with their playoff hopes. The good news is Western Nebraska is ahead of Fremont 5-1, but Plainsmen only have 4 games left to make up 2.5 games, so it's going to be a tough path ahead for the Plainsmen if they want to get into the playoffs. Let's go over the final numbers of this one. For the Prospects, 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, 9 left on base. For the Plainsmen, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They leave 11 on base. Joel Bennis gets the win. It's his first of the season. Carson Shepard takes the loss. He's now 1-1. Game started at 6:33, ended off at 9:33, so total game time of 3 hours on the dot. Dane Tomen got the start. He went 4 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, no hit batters on 102 pitches. Joshua Kilzer went 2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter, and 27 pitches. And Joel Bennis, who got the win, went 3 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and 40 pitches. For the Plainsmen pitching-wise, Bryce Butterfield got the start. Another quality start for him. 4 innings, a run, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks on 51 pitches. For Billy Humphrey, he goes 2 1/3, 2 runs on a hit, 1 walk, 1 hit batter on 38 pitches. Zach Reed gives up 1 run on 2 hits on 9 pitches, doesn't get an out in an inning. Carson Shepard goes 2 1/3 with 3 runs on 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 3 walks on 36 pitches. He takes the loss. And Caleb Bunch goes a third. No runs, 2 hits on 9 pitches for him tonight. Hitting-wise, Cade Wood was on fire. He was 4 for 5, 3 singles, a double, a couple RBIs. Jalen Ruffin also had an RBI double back in the 4th. But for the Plainsmen, it really was those first and second innings. They had runners. They had the bases loaded with 2 gone, and they were not able to capitalize on either of those opportunities, so you can look back at that as well. That could have been a big key difference maker in this one. Well, a tough pill to swallow for the Plainsmen tonight. They fall in this one 7-4. Let's take a final look around the Independence League scoreboard. Out at Cowboy Field, Gem City leads Hastings 9-6. That game in the bottom of the 8th. Out at Black Hills Energy Stadium, Spearfish leads Badlands 9-3. That game in the top of the 7th. Out at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, a score that can at least bring some positivity, at least for now. Western Nebraska leads Fremont 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th, and then Casper and Kenny Kenny, they're tied up at 4. That game is in the top of the 4th out at Wolf Field. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage here from Game 1 between the Prospects, the final home games of the season. Coming up tomorrow, doubleheader beginning at 5 o'clock. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 4:45 on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel. Well, for one final time, I've been John Willis. You've been listening to and watching North Platte Plainsman Baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network and our YouTube channel.
You've been listening to North Platte Plainsman Baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network. Visit northplatteplainsman.com for information regarding tickets, promotions, merchandise, and much more.